using some various abilities and such, you were able to begin to track this item that you were looking for out of the city. Found a place where the person had nested for a time while you guys had also rested, and then began to chase them back to the same town that you had just left, but through another entrance. Upon coming in, you ran into Strahd and his brides and Rahadin, and he offered you back the bone as a sign of good faith. And saying that they had run into the person who had taken it, and they retrieved it from them and gave it back to you. After various lookovers and tense moments, the two parties parted ways. With you all returning to the church to give the bones back to the father, who then began to cast the spell that was needed for the ritual. And began to continue to work on that. You guys left, went back, slept. In the morning, you guys headed to go meet Esmeralda and Rictavio, and got to meet his saber-toothed tiger. And upon rolling an incredibly good animal handling check, got to interact with them a little bit. They explained that they were going to be separating from you guys for a bit to go do research and look for different ways that they may be able to aid you in taking down Strahd. But you could find them in the Wizard's Tower when you needed to. After that, the party debated where they wanted to go and eventually settled upon the werewolves. And we left off with you guys having done your first trek out and getting to the Luna River crossing. Where is my party token? Where did my party token go? No.
I am done doing what I was trying to do.
Ah, good. Conveniently timed.
Aha! Yes.
Good job.
Yeah. I thought it might be smart to have a list somewhere in the app itself for all the weapons that I can create. So just between all the different dice types. Wait, there was one more dice type.
But you guys camped out here for the night, and we ended the session at the morning. So the day has just dawned. Everybody's waking up and getting about their morning rituals.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like to go from here?
Excuse me. I have some roleplay I would like to do this morning, sir.
That is fair.
The rest is doing her normal circle ritual.
Same.
In Sophie's head.
Uh-huh.
Morning, Sophie.
Oh, hey, morning. How was, your night?
Enlightening. Would you like to hear?
I mean, it was a watch. What could have been enlightening about?
Oh,
Oh dear.
Mhm.
I heard some information that maybe you would be interested in hearing, given your current literary project you have on the side.
Uh, I What did you hear?
So, Harrigan told me that he didn't view Mikhail or didn't really look at him as a werewolf. He sees werewolves as a type of beast human, but he's only ever seen the human side. But we're going to be seeing a deeper look into his more bestial side. I thought you might have fun with that.
Oh, is that is that so interesting?
Zila expression, she's giving you that that little grin, that side grin, and giving you
Sorry, I wanna make sure I get the quote right. He said he never saw the animal side of him or the beast side. What was what exactly was that again?
I never really looked at him as a werewolf. I see a werewolf as a type of beast human. And then he said, all I've ever seen was the human side, but we're going to get a deeper look into his more bestial side.
Hold on, just taking
Yeah.
no, you see like a journal out writing
She
interesting.
was just
Hmm,
casually
that,
looking in her own book as this is going on, not really reading, just, you know.
That's interesting. Um thank you for sharing this with me. I'm sure it will be good for the book.
What kind of expression do you have right now?
She's blushing, probably. Just copy this over from my notes to my bangs and fluff notes specifically.
Let me find the gif of the expression Zila has right now, by the way. let me just give everyone a visual here. Hold on. Where is it? Not quite like Keyleth there, but
Yeah. I will I'll have to take some time and think about how to put this into the story. Gonna see a more bestial side of him. Wow. That could be taken so many different ways.
I thought so too. I was very interested in what he wanted to say.
Yeah. Maybe I should have stayed up last night. Thank you.
How often do you stay up listening to him?
I don't.
Get that roll
Uh-huh.
going, sir.
Never.
I don't. Yeah, it's obvious.
You don't. Right. Make sure you get some rest.
I always make sure to. So everybody, we're heading north.
Just a minute. I'm almost done.
Right.
Okay,
Hi,
now I'm done.
Pixel. Thank you for the biddies.
Pixel_light
Oh, I almost forgot. You guys are probably a bit hungry, yeah? You guys feel like good, Betty?
Of course, Harrigan, always. By the way,
Okay, one for
I
you,
would
one
not say
for
that.
you, one for you.
here's your daily allotment. And I'll give you 10 points from my barrier.
What's that, like 6 people? 6.
Mhm.
10.
Very,
Gotcha.
very, very, very.
I was
Yep.
very,
Yeah.
very, very,
So-
very, very.
10.
10,
Hell
I'll
yeah.
mark a use of that. The 14 in parentheses is just my maximum.
Mm.
Mhm.
And Zila, you're next.
Sophie,
Yeah?
I know you do this pretty much daily for me.
Yes.
I think I would prefer you to hold on to some of that.
Why?
We're going somewhere very dangerous. We don't know how they're going to react to us.
Right.
And you've already died once. And I can't help but think
I'll be fine.
Sophie, I'm fine.
It
You need to keep yourself
No,
alive.
if I need to get away, I'll just fly up out of their reach. It's fine.
There's no guarantee that that will always work. What if they have something that can shoot you down?
You're right. There's no guarantee that'll work. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. And I give you 12 points. I'll be fine. I still have more than half of my barrier. I don't deplete myself completely. I can only give you guys so much anyways.
Where is our magic caster?
Pardon?
What do you mean?
She is gone. She went back to the tower with the not
Yeah,
bard.
Esmeralda, she was
Oh,
away.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I apologize.
For
I
now,
just
hopefully.
forgot.
Hopefully she comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to be around.
I hope
was-
so too.
I was worried she got taken in the night.
I was trying
Oh,
to learn
no.
more things.
No,
about
no.
monster hunting skills, but you know.
Yeah, I
okay.
like her a lot. No, they went off to the wizard tower, wherever that is.
Yeah, wizards really like their towers, don't they? I don't get it.
I would assume.
I guess.
Zela's just gonna continue to give you a very worried look. And now I go to do the thing that I keep on putting off because I forget to do it. I'm gonna talk to Vasilka.
Okay.
How are you doing, by the way? A lot has been happening the past few days, and I haven't really been able to check in on you.
Let's see.
How is she?
How is she? Yeah, I didn't know this required a dice
What
roll.
did the dice say?
Well, it's more of if she gets what you're trying to say, not just mechanically as a
Okay.
How
golem.
well
Does
can
she understand
communicate?
the emotion of what you're trying to convey?
Right.
She looks at you and like nods in an approval, almost smile.
Oh?
She rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
Hey, yo!
let's go.
I gotta award that somehow.
Milka!
Way to go, Vasilka. She's having a good day.
Yeah,
Well-
apparently she's having a great day.
Well, that's...
I mean, she obliterated 3 people last battle.
Fair.
Gotta love haste.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. You seem to have enjoyed yourself in the tavern with all that's going on, but glad to see that you're doing okay. Is there anything you have a question about or want to know, or you can always ask?
Hmm. Let's see.
She has a book she can write in, sir.
I know. I'm just trying to think if she has anything that she would want to know.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's gonna pull out the book, and she's gonna write down, why are we going to werewolves?
So
Because she's never been explained the situation. You just kind of
Fair.
kidnapped her from the Abbey, and she's been along for the ride.
Yeah, she really has been along for the ride, hasn't she? So, when we first came to this land, a few days afterwards, we met with this lady that goes by the name Madame Ava, and she gave us prophecies, I suppose, of certain locations of people and items that could help us. One of those is in this location of werewolves that seems to have a connection to Mikhail, which is strange that it coincided that way. And it just occurred to me, do you like being with us? We kind of took you from the Abbey and had you join our group, but if you're not happy here, we can find something to help you.
Um, Interesting question. She will nod her head yes.
Yes, in the sense of she likes being with us?
Yes.
Okay. Because the player didn't quite understand what she was saying yes to there, so I threw an
Okay.
insight. Anyways.
That's fair. That's fair.
I didn't either. If it matters at all.
Yes, as in the she likes being with you guys.
Okay. Well, that's why we're heading there. If anything bothers you or you have any questions, just you can ask us at any time. Any of us are willing to help you.
She'll write down, okay.
Great. And that's all I have, DM.
Okay.
Meow! Transdimensional cat! Meow!
It's cute.
Can you shush?
Meow!
Do you want
Oh.
over here? Hello? Yeah? What do you
At
want?
this rate,
Just wants to yell.
Ghost,
I
at
guess.
this rate, Ghost, you need to give us just a party cat.
Honestly.
It serves no purpose in battle, and as soon as battle happens, it disappears like the treasure cat. But as soon as battle's done, it comes back.
Like, seriously. I'm just
Oh.
a cat just randomly appears at your feet.
Just follows us around.
Mhm.
starts
Just randomly.
following
Whenever
us.
you hear the meow, the cat's there.
We're all gonna be rolling insight checks on the cat. It's gonna become an NPC and
Ah.
everything.
Congratulations, Mia. You made an appearance in our D&D
Ah,
session.
darn it.
Or campaign. Sorry.
So, Mikhail,
Oh, yes.
Hi, stick bug. Sorry, the
What
green screen
is the
effects aren't
plan?
on D&D. Sorry.
Yeah, what are you going to do there? Like
Sarah
go
is
in like
distracted
swords
for a
blazing
second.
or whatever, or you know,
I don't think.
sneak in.
Okay. I don't exactly know how they will react. I am hoping that they do not try to kill me on sight. And thus all of you will also, because you are with me. You feel?
of course.
So, my hope is that maybe we can talk to them and talk them into just ignoring us taking something.
Hmm.
You know, they don't have to help us. They don't have to, you know, aid us against Strahd. They just have to, we weren't paying attention. So sorry.
Mm.
You know.
So,
Oopsies.
on that note, I've prepared a charm person, and if that doesn't seem well, I've got to pass without a trace. We could try to sneak through.
No, I sort of thought about maybe what if, like,
Would I know what charm well, yeah, I would know what charm person
Yeah, I've used
does.
it.
think from, yeah.
Well, no, not just that, but also the hack.
Oh, fair.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, so you would be well aware of what
I
charm
would be
person can
well
do.
aware of charm person. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as soon as the charm wears off, they'll know that magic was done on them.
Sure.
Aye, but it lasts for an hour, so
Pretty good.
if we are in
It's
and
enough
out,
of a head start, you know? We get
Yeah.
running.
yeah, exactly. And by the time we're a decent ways away, pass without a trace, get the fuck out of there.
You know, we sneak
Hmm.
away. Go on an off road. I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't want to count on it being peaceful. That feels foolish to just expect that everything will work out. But that is how I want to start, if that makes sense.
Is there anyone we should be especially cautious of?
Oh god, I have to pull up my doc. Give me a second.
Oh
I've forgotten the
no.
name. There's another cat. Look at this one. There you go. Yeah, here.
Sorry
Alright.
to spring this on you, but
No, I should have
we
had
need
it
to start
open. I've
talking
had it
about
open the
this.
last couple times. I just forgot to open it up tonight. I just keep forgetting which one is which. There's like 2 werewolves that have names that are important, but I keep mixing them up in my mind.
Gotcha.
So, apologies. Yes. Okay. So there are 2. Emil Torrescu is the leader. He's the one you need to watch out for sure, because he's in charge, right? Everyone will follow his lead. If he says we're buddies, then we're buddies. If he wants to kill me, then then they all want to kill me. You feel?
Gotcha. So charm that one.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. That is the one I will be talking to. That is the one we will charm. Focus.
Could you give us a short description so we could just immediately
Big.
identify? Big,
Ah.
gotcha.
Big. Depends on if he's a human or a wolf. Either way. Big, scary. I'll point him out. I don't remember what he looks like. The other one, I don't have that written down. The other one to also keep an eye out is there's Kirill, who is just kind of a shit stir, you know? He's always kind of like, oh, but why are we doing that? Why do we have to do what you say, Emil? You know, so kind of, he might cause trouble.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the two big ones.
Well, seeing as you know this area a lot better, I feel like you should handle most, if not all, of the talking, unless you need backup.
Yeah, I think I'll take the lead with the talking because they know me. And
That's fair.
generally speaking, they sort of kill anyone that isn't them, or you guys are outsiders, you're strangers. You would be assumed like a threat or a invader or something. So,
Gee, I
but you're
thought
with
we
me.
all blend in so well.
Not because of that, just generally. I mean, even I don't know, all of you. Sorry, you're not from here.
No
Everyone
offense
knows everyone
taken.
here.
Oh, on that note, I apologize if this comes off wrong, but would it make more sense if, for the time that we saw them, I was instead of a wolf or instead of a bunny person, like your wolf or something?
Hmm.
It's interesting.
It'd be fun to have it as like a
I-
pet situation to show your power.
Well,
He
It's
is a
weird.
rabbit man, so
I don't know how voracious they are, but
I don't hate the idea. I just wonder if maybe we want you off to the side, ready to sneak around instead.
well, I can do that as well.
Because I know you're good at that too.
Yeah, just don't ask me to steal things. I'm not very good at that.
Oh, that would be the point.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, I've got it this time. I've been
I believe in
practicing.
you. You could do it.
I
I don't know. If we think that is dangerous, it is dangerous. If we think that is too dangerous, that's fine. I don't want to put you at entirely unnecessary risk. You know,
mm,
I'm
Oh,
just
I
thinking.
sneak
have an
into a
idea.
literal den of wolves.
Yeah. I have an idea for that. Zila, would you mind holding on to this? And I'm gonna give you the potion of healing.
Sure.
Great, thank you. Keep an eye on it. Don't lose it.
Okay. And apparently, I have 3 potions of healing now.
Look at you, bitch.
What?
Hmm.
I didn't think we had any in this party.
I had 2
I have one.
apparently. I
Damn.
don't know when I got those 2, but I had 2 apparently.
Hmm.
All right,
Places.
interesting. I'm just thinking. They
Mhm.
all have similar abilities to you, all the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Harrigan might be smelled out.
That is true also. Yeah.
It's possible.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, ever since his change, does he still smell like a rabbit?
I look towards Mikhail.
What a fascinating question. DM?
Yeah.
I would say yes, but
But weird.
there's a so like he smells like a rabbit, but he also smells different as well.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
He kind
Does
of
he
has
smell like a
a
dead rabbit?
I mean,
Maybe a
no.
seed.
I mean,
Death.
he has. I'm not. He doesn't smell like a dead rabbit, but he has the smell of death on him.
Cool.
It's not strong because he's not technically undead. Vampires are not technically undead,
There's something.
but there is
unnerving.
something that's not natural about him. So he has the smell of death on him, but he does not smell like a dead rabbit. He smells like a rabbit, but also smells like death.
Also a little bit like death.
Yes.
Do you
Yep.
know? Do you know of a way he could conceal the way he smells to
Yeah, jeez.
match better of the area? I'm just trying to think of how he could blend in if he's going
Wild
to be
shape into a wolf?
I
And you would
still
smell like
think
a
you
wolf.
might still smell like you. I don't
I
know
don't-
much about wild shape, but
Well, I don't
I
really
don't
know
think
off the top
so.
of my head either.
I wouldn't think so. Right? You physically transform. So why would you still smell like you? Smell like a wolf.
Hmm.
Mm. That's actually... If you could sneak in as a wolf, there are a bunch of wolves around. Not just, but like actual wolves also. Could sort of blend in that way too.
Are they marked in any way? Do they have collars?
I wouldn't... Yeah, they wouldn't be marked. I mean, they just look like wolves. Right? They're wolves that hang around with the werewolves, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
there are regular wolves around there.
Yeah, they like hang out. They're just like regular wolves. They're not like, they don't like look special or like, they're just wolves.
Mm.
They're
Right,
just wolves.
well, we will cross
It's not
that
a bad
bridge
idea.
once we get to it, I suppose.
apparently I've been muted on stream for the past.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh
I
no!
looked at it. What do you mean you were muted?
I was muted.
Uh-oh.
Oh well. Anyways,
Uh-oh.
I suppose when we get closer, we can figure out a better way to approach. But
Yeah,
we should
maybe we can
start thinking
finalize.
about it right now. That's all.
No, we should figure out what we are going to do.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Zolfi, this barrier won't disappear once I get so far away from you, will it?
No. It won't. No.
Oh, good. Good. Well then,
okay,
shall
well,
we pack
should
up and
I
hit the
roll?
road? Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
And we're going.
And off
so
we go.
sorry.
Sorry.
Yes. So, go ahead and roll your
Survival with
check.
advantage.
Yes with advantage.
Party hardy. Yeehaw.
Hey yo. Look at you.
Nice.
All right. Wow. Nice. Okay. So you guys begin. Yep. Wrong man. Give
Gib.
map.
Gib.
Hit map.
No, not that map. This map.
Box, Gib.
Gib.
All right. You guys, are you going north or straight and around?
I would
Which way are
assume
you
north.
gonna approach this?
I would assume that way, right?
I
Like around.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would assume that way.
Okay,
That'd
I'm
be...
just making sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm taking
So-
them not exactly on the route that the wolves usually take, but like
That's fair.
parallel to it.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
you kind of take them
Like-
up the road, and then instead of going your normal path, you kind of maybe skirt the lake a little bit closer,
Yeah.
rather than the more direct straight through the woods. You kind of skirt along the river, along the lake, not quite on the lake.
Yeah.
'Cause you're still trying to stay a little bit in cover, but not the direct path through the woods.
Just try not to
so-
run into anyone on the way there.
Yeah. So I would say with that 21, you make it to basically you almost right to the banks of the water in a day. You make pretty good
Pretty good time.
progress with the 21.
Pretty good progress. Good.
Good. Good job. Good job, me.
Yeah, good
Rolling.
job, you. Look at you rolling.
I can't talk like that. That's gonna jinx me so hard.
All
Never mind. I was joking. Ignore it.
Dice gods. I'm
Dice gods, I
joking.
didn't
I
mean
swear.
it. I didn't mean it.
Just a prank, bro.
Stroke,
It's just a
stroke.
prank. It's just a prank.
So you guys make your way here.
Give it
Harrigan,
2.0.
I need
Oh.
the rolls for the safety.
Gotcha. That's nature advantage.
Yes, you do have advantage.
Advantage.
Nature there. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
16. Nice.
Yep.
Solid.
That'll do. That'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Now, in addition to everything else,
Yay!
I got a new thing. I'm just gonna
A new
press
thing?
that.
Yay!
Oh
We're
shit!
familiar with
This
it.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
this
this
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying. This could be
Yeah.
so useful.
Mm-hmm.
When it got to Strahd, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's gonna be so nice.
Ooh.
Again, that was a thing that I never thought Nash would ever be able to use, and it's so cool.
That's so sick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Ghost is sitting there slightly cursing at it.
We could just have a little fire, normal sea.
Okay.
5 to our perception. Awesome.
Mhm. Lots
Yeah,
of goodies.
it's
Good things.
It's so nice. Okay. So
Yeah.
go back to the camp map. Boom. Jabba boom.
Yes.
Boom.
Boom.
Ta-da.
Night. Wow.
We have night and day on one map, so I don't have to have multiple maps for the camp.
Ooh.
That's nice.
I can just
Yeah.
change
Convenient.
between.
Night day, night
Hey,
day.
look at you.
It makes life so much easier.
Yeah. You just have it in like. Is there like a tobacco option on this similar to Roll20?
There's layers. I can hide and show layers.
Flip.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Nice.
So I have the dust camp above this one because this one has all of like the set pieces.
Mm,
So then I have for the lights and everything, and then I have the dust camp above it, so I can just hide the one and reveal the other, and then they'll
Nice.
flip. So it's so much easier than flipping maps.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, all right, you guys can move yourself wherever. This is just left over from the last time you were on the map.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feel free to move yourself wherever you want to be sitting and whoever you want to be sitting by. But the night is yours. If there's any roleplay you want to do before we do watch, by all means. Otherwise, we'll get into doing watches.
I would like to do a bit of role play, but not in a traditional sense. On the way to the camp, no, let's just say we're doing it right here. While everyone's kind of unpacking and everything, I'm gonna just kind of walk over here.
Hmm.
Actually, I imagine those two are looking at each other, so I'm gonna stand like right about here. And I'm going for that healing potion real quick. So do I probably have to try and stealth up there first, huh?
Stealth for like being subtle.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
casually walking by.
Yeah. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
hide my presence. I'm just trying to hide what I'm doing, kind of
Hide
thing.
your
Unless sleight of
intentions.
hand is just
Uh-huh.
what it is. I don't know. Let's try and hide my
Yeah, I guess.
intentions.
Uh-huh.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
I think even my
Oh,
passive
Does
sees
that be your
that.
passive?
I don't know.
Origin.
No.
Oh,
No.
my friend.
No.
Oh, that's my AC. Sorry. Hold on. Let me give you my passive
Okay.
perception. There we go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You do this maneuver, and Zila goes, "What are you trying to do?"
It never works.
It's honestly crazy.
Hold on.
Oh, it.
Like, how are you that bad at stealth?
You're like good
It's
at
I
not-
don't
something.
It's not.
understand.
It's not normally the stealth that's
paper,
bad.
You're
It's
very good at it.
Yes, on paper I should be amazing at it.
Harrigan, do you need pointers?
Look, I'm just. I could have gone invisible. I could have, but I decided to try and be casual about it.
You kind of strode up with your elbows high, like you have something special to
I
do,
had- I
and then
felt-
stopped right next to me.
I felt so confident, you know, I had my swagger going on. I'm sorry. Oh no, a wolf!
No.
Come on. Come on. Here, give me a chance here. I'm rolling deception. Give me a chance. Okay.
I think you need more persuasion there to get, not deception.
No, that would
Goofy deception.
technically be deception
He's lying.
because he's trying to lie to you. It's not persuading that there
The-
is one. He's
The
lying to you
bonus,
that there is.
the bonuses aren't any different anyway. Oh my fucking god. Okay, well, son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
As Harrigan stands there with his finger outstretched, looking behind you, he looks up to you. Back over there. I said a wolf. There's a wolf over there. Look, a wolf.
Staring at each
There's no wolves, Harrison.
Okay, fine. You know what? Never mind. I give up
We're
for
not
the
nearly
night.
close enough yet.
Ugh.
What? Do you want your potion back? You told me to hold on to it. Do you want that, or?
Look, I'm trying to practice with my my ability to take without being noticed, and you know, the first try probably not the best, but you know what? You learn
How-
some.
How about this? Instead of striding like you did, maybe go along the out.
Are you sure about that?
You
You
went
just-
deaf.
Yep,
We
you
can't
just
hear you.
muted. Yep.
God damn it! I muted. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Okay.
went.
Go
Maybe you
along
can.
the out.
All right. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, instead of walking over here like you did, how about you go towards the edge of the light, looking for herbs? I don't know. And as you're going around the edge, when you get to my back, then you go for the attempt.
Hmm. You know,
Shut up,
that makes sense.
Chris. Stopping bonk worthy. Someone hit him with a bonk in his
What?
chat.
What? No, I just think it's funny that you're trying to tell Harrigan how to properly steal.
It's like she did this for so many years of her life.
You know, there is another option, Harrigan.
No?
You could just not try to steal from us.
Well, I'm not necessarily trying to steal from you. I'm only practicing my skills. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I'm going after the potion I made.
Right.
Okay.
Sophie, I don't think this is an argument you're gonna win.
No, I'm not trying to win an argue. I just. Whatever.
Just know, I would never take anything personal or valuable without immediately returning it.
I want to believe that.
Try the book coffee on.
Whatever.
He's going to be doing this whether he wants to or not. Maybe making it so that he doesn't get caught. We'll end up helping all of us. Instead of having to explain to the authorities why a rabbit has sticky fingers.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you do better than this when you're sneaking around the wolf den.
Yeah, that would be preferable.
Perhaps you give it another attempt in some amount of time that I don't know.
Yeah, I'll do that. Well.
An hour later.
So.
Go for
The
it again.
second you turn your back, I roll to grab. No.
Zila is reading her book. I don't know.
So, Mikhail.
Yeah.
When Harrigan fails and they attack us, what's the plan?
Oh god. Attack them.
Is there anyone we shouldn't? Is there anyone we should make sure not to
Oh.
kill?
Not really in particular. Most of them are kind of assholes, but also most of them are like, I don't know. They were my friends for a long time.
I just don't want to kill your old friends if you don't.
Look, if we are attacked, that is going to be a kill or be killed situation. So
Okay.
do
Hold
what you have
nothing
to
back.
do, and I am going to do the same. So,
Okay.
you know, no holding back. Don't feel guilty or anything like that.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
It's
Yeah,
not.
if we kill the leader, or if you kill the leader, does that make you the actual pack leader? Do we get like a werewolf army then?
You know, that'd be pretty cool.
Does
I
that make
don't know if it will be that easy,
you don't like
to be honest.
become the
You never
alpha?
know.
It would certainly cause confusion. I think it is a good idea to go for the leader before anyone else. That would, you know, it might make everyone stop. I don't know. But I don't. It's more complicated than that.
Mm.
Okay. Will it be obvious what the leader looks like?
What does he look like? Megan obviously knows exactly what he looks like, but Megan knows that there's a
Yeah.
character
Yeah.
description that she doesn't
Hi,
remember.
Minty.
And doesn't want to give you
I'm
the
streaming
wrong one.
again twice in one day. How are
Yep,
you?
I'm-
How was art?
I'm
So let me just Google his name very quickly.
Of course,
If
of
that's
course.
acceptable, DM.
yeah, no, in this situation that's acceptable because
I
he
know
definitely has a description
That's
and
I know
That's
I
good,
can't
Minty.
it
find
has like
it either.
pictures
So
and stuff. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, he's the guy with.
oh, here he is.
Yeah. I described this man.
Your art is so
Well, I
cute,
didn't put him
Minty.
out there for people to see.
Oh,
I love all the
I
stuff
can do
that
that. I shared it
Pixel
specifically
gets
to you.
just
so
me.
adorable.
That's fascinating. I
Yes.
didn't realize that. I thought it was a share.
I didn't know I could do that either, but I can. So
Wonderful. Okay. He's a black man, bald, like a goatee.
Is this a meal?
Emil Hornescu.
Hmm.
Something like that.
Okay.
Sure, that's his last
Yep.
name.
Sure,
All right.
because
Sure.
we said it. That's what it is.
Yep, that's what it
Okay.
is.
All right.
It's canon.
Uh-huh.
Good to know. Good to know.
Big in a wolf form. He is a big wolf,
Ah,
bigger
like-
than me.
bigger than you. Like
Yes.
Okay, I gotcha.
I know I am very tall. I'm very imposing. Obviously. I'm
Oh,
not.
yes, definitely.
Roll intimidation.
I was.
Moral performance.
Or performance.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think
performance. This would be
performance.
Yeah.
That's performance.
Yep, there
I'm
it
very
is.
tall. I'm
Yeah.
very intimidating. Obviously.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not
Mhm.
anywhere. I was like middle of the pack, right? Solidly not a threat to any of these guys. Let's go with that. Okay.
Okay.
Like I was not
Noted.
out there vying for, leadership or anything. I was not.
Okay. That's understood.
We're just
Well-
going to be careful.
Yep, we're gonna be careful and hopefully Harrigan will do his job and we won't have to fight.
It will be
Hey,
fine.
look, as long as there's not a poster with improper grammar, we should be good.
Oh, fuck you,
Um,
Harrigan.
Yeah, if they have one of those, we are just out of luck at that point. We're just going to be all for,
I mean-
all for nothing.
You know,
There
I
are at least some
kid.
of them that
I
don't know if
understand
they
your
can
point.
spell.
I just Right. Well, anyways, I guess we should get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day.
I wanted to tell a story, I think, before we went to sleep.
Ooh,
If that's
story.
okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Just
Uh,
one I haven't really
Of course
Yeah.
that
been
is
working
okay.
on it, but I haven't told it before. Feels like I should before we get farther. In case maybe you want to turn back. We're still close
Okay.
enough to the road. You know, you would be fine. If that's alright.
Well, I'm all
Don't
game.
look quite so freaked out.
Go right ahead and tell it.
Alright. Like I said, I'm working on it, workshopping. So,
Mhm.
once, there was a noble group of heroes from a faraway land who found themselves in Borovia, most terrible of places, ruled with an iron fist by the great vampire Strahd van Zarovich. Right? In fact, they found it was so ruled by him that they could not leave. They were not allowed. So, eventually, they came to a decision. They would kill this devil Strahd, and they would free the land and themselves all in one fell swoop. Across the land, they sought allies and traveled together, becoming closer, becoming friends. And eventually, they heard of a pack of werewolves to the north. And they thought, hey, vampires and werewolves are ancient enemies. Surely they would help us defeat this man. But alas, the wolves, not only did they work for Strahd, but he had some terrible influence over their minds to prevent any disobedience. But this was not an issue, said their cleric, whose name was Kyra Stoneflow, the cleric of Ilmater, god of suffering. So she said, I know of a ritual to free minds from outside influence, and I only need to be close enough, I need time to cast it. But then they'll be free, and they can help us. So eventually they found another problem, though. The location of the wolf's den was a secret, close kept to the pack. No one knew where they were, except a young Vistani man they met, a tracker, a navigator of the mists, who had been many places and knew many things, including the location of this very den. And he would lead them there, he said. So off they went. It wasn't long before they drew very close to the den, and thinking themselves very stealthy, very sneaky, they approached. Their cleric began a ritual to try to free their minds, but they didn't know that their scent had given them away. The wolves attacked. One by one, they were felled, and the cleric barely had enough time to even start her ritual. She only had enough time to free one, and not even a very good one. And, only had enough time to free me. I came to myself for the first time in a long time, with my claws inside my brother's chest. And I didn't know what to do. So I took her pendant from that dead cleric, and I ran. And I ran all the way out of Borovia. I'm working on the ending. It's not really good yet.
I see.
That is all true. What happened?
I mean, it's a story. It's as true as any story is.
Okay,
Well,
We're
Mm.
still close to the road.
I see possibly one inaccuracy with your story. I
I'm
don't
taking
think you're a bad
criticism.
one. I don't think you're a bad one.
Not a good one. I didn't say a bad
I
one. I said not a good one.
I still think you're a good one.
well, if you ask me, you're the best of them.
Okay, that's nice.
Well, you haven't
Oh, boy.
attacked me.
That is luck alone. Please do not be comfortable like that. That is not.
Look, ever since we came to this land, you've been doing nothing but trying to help us. I know that might be trying to make up for the past, but something should be said of that, don't you think?
Maybe. I just thought I should. I don't know. You deserve to know the truth before we walk into a den of wolves.
Well, I appreciate that.
As bad as it seems, I do not wish to turn back because we have the same goal that they did. Not to free the wolves' minds, but to get out of Barovia.
All of the adventurers want to get out of Barovia.
DM,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of role is it to try to figure out what kind of ritual they were trying to do?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm going to say religion.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
She had a lot of
Okay.
time to read, man.
That's fair. Anybody else gonna roll for it just to see?
I mean, if it's allowed, I'll roll for it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're allowed to roll
19
something.
on the die.
It would just
Yeah,
depend
but,
on what
Like, has no
you
idea.
may
Has
find
never
out
thought
more
about
or less.
No.
Jesus.
Well,
Okay.
thanks. What
In a
about it?
strange turn of events.
None of the rest of you are aware, except for Zila.
Apparently.
While you don't know the specifics, you, based on the situation they were in and what was happening, you imagine that the ritual was designed in some way to, I think of the right word choice here, to break the werewolves free of Strahd's control.
Right. I mean, that was kind of what Mikhail stated.
To be fair, Kyle knew that.
Yeah, but it was specifically a ritual because it's homebrew. It's specifically a
Not
ritual.
real is the thing.
It's not actually a real thing. But you would be aware that this is a thing that it breaks them free and basically would give them the ability like Mikhail has, where he can control his transformations. As opposed to, it doesn't necessarily cure them, but it keeps them from going into the rage that a werewolf would normally go into during full
mindlessness.
moons and such.
Hmm.
So it's basically a way to give them control of themselves back. Return their mind to them.
Interesting.
And would essentially turn them all into blood hunters, but you know.
You know, the classic blood hunter.
Yeah, you know, because
Make a
that's the
blood
thing that
hunter spell.
everybody knows. No, it's
Yeah.
just
Just, you
it
know.
That crap
basically
spell.
it's what it's designed. The ritual is designed is to
Yes,
suppress the
ritual.
animalistic side and bring back their human side, so that they're so that the human side is the one that's in control, not the animalistic.
I was kind of hoping to figure out a spell from that, but okay.
There is not a spell for that.
There's not
It's
a spell,
completely
yeah, I know.
homebrew.
I
Make a
know.
ritual.
I rolled so high and get.
I know
really
you
nothing
did,
for
but I was like,
it.
it's,
Talk to
There's-
God and
If it isn't
make
there,
a spell.
it's not there.
yeah.
Uh,
It's one of those
Yeah.
where if there was a situation where it could come up that you had a powerful enough person, maybe we could come up with something. But as of right now, it's an unnamed ritual spell.
What is it called when it's not atheist, it's you
Agnostic.
acknowledge
Agnostic.
I guess it's more agnostic. Zilla knows of the gods, knows they exist. She doesn't.
They're
you
not her
know,
thing.
No, they're not her thing at all. There's layers of that. I've been giving that thought lately. But
That's absolutely fair too.
there's layers to that. Anyways, interesting. Well, I'm in this for the long haul, as long as everyone else is.
So, where did they fail that we can learn from to not fail also?
Smell.
Specifically, they were seen coming. They were smelled coming. This is going to be different for us. Mostly because I'm there.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I hope that they're not just going to attack us immediately. They might. Like I said, I just sort of left. I don't really know what they think of me at all. Except that I left, and I obviously isn't seen kindly. But I'm hoping that we can at least approach without immediately being set upon.
DM, how do you look at this? I mean, it doesn't specifically say anything about smell, but it says in the last sentence, leaves no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Essentially,
You
it
know-
can't be tracked
well,
except by
can't be
magical
tracked.
means.
Except by magical means. So to me,
Yeah.
that would also mask your scent as well, much like a hunter does.
I would think so, yeah.
No.
Where they spray themselves to keep their scent hidden from animals when they're hunting. Similar concept to Pass Without a Trace, except it's a magical instead of a physical.
No.
So I would imagine it would mask scent as well.
So, in terms of mechanics, would their rolls for sniffing the air for perception, it wouldn't be done at advantage? It would just be normal?
No, they'd still have advantage.
we
He
just-
just has a plus
I have a
10.
flat
There's a plus 10
It's a,
bonus.
yeah, it's
right?
a
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
10 bonus, and it would be a group check as well against a set, like a rolled check for them, and it would be a group check, pass or fail.
Okay. That's good to know. Does Harrigan attempt to pickpocket Zila again?
You know, before I try that, I thought about it. I'm gonna go search for some herbs, but more importantly, it's been a while since I've had a little bit of blood in me, so I'm gonna go out and find me some food. DM, is that like a nature roll?
Yes.
So
It could be survival.
give me good. I don't find shit. That's lovely. All right.
Boy, dude.
I'm not the hunter. I'm normally the hunted.
Not wrong.
Yeah. And while I'm out and about, I decide to finally make my way back to camp. And before I get anywhere near, I'm casting invisibility.
Okay. Surgeon psyching himself up to try this again.
Yep. Let me
believe
just
in you,
make sure
Harrigan.
it's just a. Yeah, it's just advantage. Okay. Oh! I didn't know this! If I cast at a 3rd level or higher, I can target additional creature.
Uh-huh.
That's neat. I'll have to
Mhm.
keep that in mind. Anyway. All right. I'm coming up. I would say I would take her advice and I'd approach from like the shadows. You know. Skills, stealth. Over there. Oh, I
Two
need
nat
advantage.
ones. Two nat
Doing
ones.
that once. Hey, okay.
Yay.
All right. I
Yay,
think
I don't
that.
have to pretend.
All right.
No
And
problem.
now, I'm slowly taking the bottle out of her pack. That was almost a nat 20.
I do nothing about it. I stay silent.
What is your passive again? Do you actually notice this?
18,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my
Her passive is
god.
18.
Ah!
Crazy.
Zila,
Oof.
okay,
Yeah.
so the DM knows. Zila knows she is actively letting this happen now.
All right.
Well, Harrigan doesn't know, but I feel like he would try to see if you actually notice. I'm rolling insight. Oh.
All right, deception. Nope.
Oh.
She kind of like nudges her bag a little closer to you.
He's like pushing it out, making it easier.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Uh,
well, if you're just gonna make it this easy, like, come on.
You did better.
Ugh, I tried. I drop invisibility.
You did much better. That was a much better attempt, Harrigan.
Oh, thank you, thank you. What gave me away? What am I doing wrong?
So when you reached into the bag, you kind of nudged one of the books that was in there and it hit my hip.
Gotcha. I've got to be slower, more methodical about it.
Yes, but much better. I didn't know you were there when you were attempting, so good job.
Ah, thanks. Also, I didn't find anything. I'm very annoyed.
Why are you so bad at this?
I thought today was going to be a good day. I don't think I've succeeded on anything at this point.
well,
And, like,
hopefully.
statistically,
You succeeded
with
on the
your
insight check.
bonuses,
Statistically, it has to happen sometime.
It has
At least
to.
eventually, right?
Yeah.
yeah, like, there is no reason why you should fail
Observant.
badly.
Yeah. Well, I'm
But
also.
it's not even observant.
He's
there,
trying against
mister.
the person with the best
it's not
checks
even
against
that.
it.
Yes,
the party.
Even
That is
that,
purposeful. That is
earlier.
purposeful.
Earlier, when he rolled that 11, and you noticed too.
Well, yeah. There
his
is that.
stealths have been sub 12, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it statistically doesn't make sense.
The sleight
Like-
of hand thing, yeah, that's definitely observant carrying Zelo right there. It was a good attempt, Joey.
Well-
That's nothing you should be sad about. It's just observant kind of messed you up there. But
Yeah. Listen, this has always been the case. Stealth, it'll work, but then when I go for sleight of hand, which is actually better than stealth, the sleight of hand is what fails every time.
wait, Joey, I forgot something. You cast Hearth.
I do not have hearth. Oh, yes.
Your
Oh.
stealth would have been much
Yeah.
higher earlier. I still would have noticed.
Yeah,
But
you also get a bonus to perception. I think it cancels out.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, perception.
both, right?
Yeah,
perception checks,
it-
but not passive perception.
Well, meh.
That's up to the DM. What do you think?
If it's adding to your
I would.
That is gonna
Hmm.
matter for if things come up, so there's a good precedent to
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, that is.
That's why I'm asking
Yeah.
because essentially what you're telling me is with Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow, both Zila and Harrigan are going to have 23 passive perceptions.
They're going to notice things.
Yeah. Uh.
But granted, this is a class ability that he has to spend a little bit of time to set up.
Yes.
It's supposed to help for these kind of situations. So
Correct. It is supposed to help for this. Hmm. I'm actually, since this is, I want us to be consistent between the two campaigns. Chris, what do you think?
Okay.
I do want this to
so
be consistent between the
let
two.
me. All right. Let me read. So
Because this
I'm
one, I
gonna-
feel like this should be a consistent thing because
At
I
the
don't
s-
want it to change between the two.
reason
at
why I
the
think
start of
it
the
should-
rest, you touch it. So blah 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 blah. While okay, so because it's to me because it
because
specifies
it says checks.
while within the sphere, you and your allies gain a +5 to blah blah blah. I think it would apply to passives because you're in the sphere and it's just adding that bonus because you exist within it. That is my
That's
interpretation.
what I was thinking myself.
Um,
So yeah,
it-
I'm good with that.
I think it makes sense that it gives you a passive increase because the whole idea behind it or part of behind it is that it's making your party more hidden and more observant. So
How do I
that's
get
Yeah.
to the geometry. There it is.
that's my 2 cents opinion on it.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I think that makes the most sense, especially in the context of what this is.
Cool.
The only reason
Yeah.
why I asked like for ruling on that is because it does say wisdom perception checks, not passive perception.
You're right. It does say checks.
I don't know what you're talking about. It totally says passive there.
It's
Ah.
it's just my personal belief that the idea is it's because you're within this zone.
And the idea of a passive perception is just like if you were, it's the middle.
It's your
round of,
baseline, yeah.
making the check, right?
Yeah.
So
It's your innate ability to do something.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's being improved.
So, if I mean, Ghost, if you have a good reason
No,
against, I'm curious. Like, I'd
No,
like
I
to
think
hear.
I do think that it would. Yes, it states the checks, but technically, passive is a check in a weird way. It's just not an active check.
Yeah, it's just as if you rolled a 10 is what
Yeah.
a passive
Yeah, basically,
is.
it's treating us as I'm just taking a 10.
Yeah.
So I would tend to agree. I think it would count for passive as well.
Cool.
Okay.
No, and if that ever comes up in mine, that's how I will rule it.
Cool.
And now I draw
Sounds
this
good.
circle so that helps the ghost out.
Yeah.
Yeah, circles are nice.
Batman.
I'm sorry.
No, it's just so vocal.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when she was at the what's the word? The
All right,
shelter.
there you go, ghost.
She didn't make a noise, not a single sound.
That's the heart
She's going free.
radius
Yeah.
for
Awesome.
you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
It
cool.
is, as I expected, massive.
It's a good size. It's not massive, but it's a good size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Covers the well, I mean, it blocks all light from exiting, but the campfire light seems to end
Yeah.
Yeah.
at about 20 feet.
Yeah, that's big because, a giant glowing light in the middle of a dark forest is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Unless you have Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow, then it's not even existing.
Yep.
It's mine.
The only thing they could possibly notice is the smoke coming up and out of it, that would still be visible, but in the night sky wouldn't be the most apparent thing.
Cloudy.
Especially
Yeah.
in Barovia when it's
Yeah, it's
always
misty.
cloudy
It's
Uh-huh.
always
and
foggy.
misty and
Yeah.
You know, that would do wonders for covering up the light too. Complete side note, but the other day I was doing my drills with my unit, and I had night vision goggles on, and they work off of ultraviolet light.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of visible light that a campfire gives off, it's impressive. The amount of UV light that a campfire gives off looks like a rave. It is insane. I saw it from like what is it? Ziggy, what is 5 kilometers to miles?
5 kilometers is about 3.11 miles.
Yeah, easy. It was incredibly easy to see. It was insane. Anyway,
It's wild.
yeah.
We don't deal with kilometers. We deal with freedom units.
Sorry. When I'm with my unit, it's meters and kilometers.
I'm just giving you crap.
Freedom units. What the fuck is a kilometer? Sorry.
anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is that all for the night?
Yep.
The current
Yeah.
roleplay, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Alrighty.
Who's taking first watch?
Who is taking our first watches?
I have something of a suggestion. We're gonna have at least 2 more nights. Do we want to skip the role play for the watches for this one? I guess we can leave that up to everyone as they're doing their shit, but
I mean, it might come down to us just doing watch, but
yeah,
if players or characters have certain things to say to each other.
true. I'll take first watch.
I'll take it with the bunny boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
well,
gosh, the unlikely duo.
It's not the first time.
No,
it's
it's
the
the
second
second
time.
Yeah, see? Lightning strikes twice.
Yeah, fair.
Anyways,
Mm. So, you both want to roll?
Me and you? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of
we can
advantage for anyone.
do. Yeah, we have a what, a plus
Yep.
5?
+5, yes.
Cool. So add a plus 5 there. And roll.
Nice.
Well, thank God I had the plus 5.
Okay, well, I didn't add the +5, but
25.
yep, I have 25.
what's the plus 10 from?
The +10 is my base.
Plus 10 is
Oh.
because of my plus 5 from him.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, what?
Yeah, normally I only have
Right.
a plus 5, but yeah, so because of that bonus, pretty decent. That'd be a 19 and a 20. Or sorry, no,
Okay.
19 and a 25.
Oh,
Mm.
oops. I was trying to edit.
No, sorry.
temporarily.
I thought
my
Harrigan
bad.
rolled the. No, my 14's accurate. Sorry.
Well, shit. Anyways. continue.
Harrigan rolled well.
Okay. So are you skipping the roleplay tonight, or are you doing a roleplay?
Well, if Chris has anything he wants to say.
Nope, I'm just writing in a journal. So unless you want to do anything, I'm just writing tonight.
You know I've gotta at least ask, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sophie, Zila gave you that for, well, obviously writing purposes, but, what kind of creative juices are you feeling tonight?
Oh, just thinking of a story. Maybe it'll get published one day. Probably not.
No, if you work hard enough, I'm sure you could.
It's gonna take a long time before it's anywhere near finished. I'm still very much at the beginning of the story.
I see. What's it called?
It's just an awkward silence.
As a reminder, Hergen does know of the title Fangs and
Yeah,
Fluff.
he does.
So he speaks up. It's not that Fangs and Fluff you were writing, was it?
No, it's the working title is A Midnight Symphony.
Hey.
Hey, all right. There's a
I
good
don't know.
chance
I'd argue that's a
nailed it.
better title.
I don't know. I like Fangs and Fluff.
You don't believe her.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a nice one. What's it about?
Oh, it's a romance. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. It's dumb.
Are you kidding me? I'm a regular Casanova. Hey,
I
once you're finished with it, I'd love to be like
Hey.
a proofreader.
Sorry, he's a regular Casanova, but like actually,
Casanova, yep.
is he
allow Joey to
actually
Hmm.
into
Roll a
that
charisma.
stuff, or is
Roll
he
charisma
like?
check. Let's see how you are.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
let's see how much Riz you
Yeah,
got.
I mean, I'm a flat zero. So
Rolling
like...
for Riz.
Not great.
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't have taken you for the kind of person to be into that stuff.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
when we get
wouldn't-
back, you gotta read the there's one dwarven one. Hold on.
Rocks and Sunset.
No, hold.
This is me, Hammer.
There's one
It's not bad.
slightly influenced by a dwarven tale, a short story known as Forged in Moonlight.
I was getting warm though.
Surprisingly, some dwarves are good writers. Not many, trust me, but some.
I don't think I've ever written dwarven literature. They don't happen to have one in common, do they?
Sometimes you can get translations. Mostly their writing is very, very dry. But I don't remember the author's name. It's been too long. But maybe when we get out of here, I'll take you to my mountain side that I'm from.
Man, you almost say that painfully slow.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't know where you're even from entirely. You don't know a lot about yourself, so I wouldn't want to keep you from finding out who you really are. Just for
Yeah.
just for a book.
You know, that's true. I haven't really considered exactly what I'm gonna do the moment we're free.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible that maybe something with the fog caused you to lose your memories, and maybe you'll get some of it back, but if that doesn't happen, then I imagine you would want to search the world for clues. Anything. If I didn't know who I was, I'd want to figure it out.
Yeah. It would be nice. The only clue I've found is through an illicit drug muffin, and I don't think I can continue down that track. So
No, I'm sure there's better methods than those.
well, I'll figure it out someday. In the meantime, it's been a blast hanging out with you guys, and I've only died once. Well, no, we've only died once.
Yeah, we have only died once.
DM. Hmm. Well, I think it's getting about time. Should we wake up the next two?
Yeah, I'll get Mikael.
I'll wake up the Rosta.
And I'll nudge Mikael awake.
Ah,
Your turn. I'm gonna blob over there if you don't mind.
go to sleep. Sorry.
I'm awake. I
The
promise.
Rosta. Yeah. All right.
Sorry,
All
one
right.
second.
Time to get to my bush and go to bed for the night.
That's a weird way to put it.
What do you mean? There's a bush right here I go to sleep in. This is
Okay.
my
I
bush.
mean, when there's a context, it is totally logical.
Just a
But
weird
without
phrase.
context? I'm not sure.
That's fair. That's fair.
Perception checks, I suppose.
Plus
Yeah.
5.
Go ahead and make your perceptions.
I'm sniffing.
Oh yeah, that's how this works. Wow.
All right. Good.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Any role play you all wish to have?
I hadn't
Mikhail's
thought of
quiet.
anything specific.
All righty. All right. The time passes without incident.
Nice.
Who's the people you waking up?
I like a Basilka. Trust her.
Basilka is awake.
She's
Well,
already.
Technically, she's always
like,
awake, but like make her aware of what's happening so that
exactly. I'd be like, hey, Basilka. Will you take a
Yep.
watch?
Yep. So she will agree to take a watch.
I'll wake up
And
Zila,
Irina?
'cause she's not been awake.
or
yet.
Zila.
Yeah.
That would have been
Irina can
funny
sleep
to
in.
have it just have all
The
of
NPCs.
both NPCs.
Roleplay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, one doesn't
I'll
even
play with myself.
speak.
You know, if
Look.
DMs have to do it, so
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. So Zila and Vasilka.
Okay. Let's do our perception checks, DM.
And the things that Vasilka has heard during this trip and has said to nobody.
Aw, she can't even tell us all.
Oh,
of
She
it.
has
She
heard
knows all
of it.
shit.
She knows everything.
She knows
So funny.
everything,
She knows everything. It's great.
but says nothing.
Hey, yo, that's a 26, DM.
Yeah. Okay. Let me give her.
Damn.
Let me do her perception. She got a 20 with the +5.
Hey, look at
Nice.
us.
No, there is nothing happening.
I've been giving this a little bit. This necklace It allows me, in a way, to heal you using mending. Your voice situation. Maybe there's... I don't know how the abbot made your vocal situation the way it is, but I'm wondering if it's possible to mend this? And do you want to try to give it a shot? Suppose the worst case scenario is that it doesn't work, but
She will think for a moment. And she will nod her head yes. Though she doesn't... It's not like she seems like hesitant, but just that she's not exactly sure either. So
great, we're on the same page of like, I don't know how it worked. So Zila will go over and I guess just underneath,
yeah.
on the throat, place her hand gently, and I'm going to cast mending. And since I have to use side points for this, I'm gonna just start with 1 and just
Okay.
see what happens. If maybe anything
Roll
happens.
roll a caster check.
Caster check. Is that just my intelligence?
That is your ability. Yep, that is your ability check.
Ah, fuck.
So as you kind of place your hand up there, you see the magic flare, but she kind of nothing.
Well, it was a thought I had. Again, worst case scenario is that it didn't work, so.
Yeah. She will pull out the notebook and write in it. And she'll turn it back to you. Hold on. This is DM brain. I literally just had it as I was making the motion, and then it immediately left my brain. Hold a sec.
You know what would be fun is if you DM whispered me this.
Could.
You could. We could. Whispers. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Be
Secret
the
secrets,
Matt Mercer.
tell no one.
Be the Matt
Isn't it
Mercer.
/W?
It is
Slash whisper.
/W. Of course. It was... much we can do about the situation, but, you know. Writing in your book?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still not.
This will work for now. And if we... a quicker way to communicate. Maybe we can figure something out as far as gestures.
She will kind of cock her head a little bit at that. Not quite sure what you mean.
For example, if you were trying to get one of our attention, or talk about someone quickly, you can, I don't know. It's just a thought. Where I come from, but I wasn't able to find a book here on it, so.
And she will nod her head. Yes. Like she understands.
So, if that's something you are interested in too, we can work on that. But this works for now. Whisper, 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 whisper.
Um. It's just I'm not gonna whisper. She simply writes okay.
Okay.
That's not worth
Um,
whispering just to say okay.
Yep. That's all I want to attempt for tonight, unless Fasilka has things she wants to RP.
No, that was. She doesn't have anything currently.
Cool.
All right.
That's our watch then.
All right. With that, the sun begins to rise, quote unquote.
Okay.
Sorry, I hit the wrong. I closed the map before I'd opened the other ones, or hid the map before I'd unhidden the others, so it messed up.
I just got flashed.
Uh, the bubble would be gone by now.
Yeah.
Oh, good morning, all.
Morning.
You know you snore very loudly. I never noticed that until last night.
Sorry, who are you talking to?
You.
Surely not. I don't snore. That's just ugly. Well then, I'll be here practicing, setting up
checking
my
book.
spells.
Yeah. We do
Everyone
our
does
daily
their
things.
morning things.
Yep.
Mhm.
Morning
I check my
ritual.
book.
Nothing new in the
Yes,
book.
same.
Yay! It's a good day.
Okay.
Was there anything in the book the day before?
No,
Okay, just making sure.
I get it. All right. Is there anything you guys want to do in the morning, or are we moving on?
Other than
Good.
ritual,
I'm good.
I will resume.
We resume.
All right. Go ahead and give me that next check.
All right, baby, let's go. Oh, I was so close to that
Oh.
20.
It just rolled
It
off
And
that
there are
floated.
2
20.
14s. Okay, 19.
19.
Let's see. I want a group stealth check, please, since the lake kind of curves up in toward where the path would be, where the wolves would travel. I need stealth check to see if you remain undetected from any that may pass by.
Okay, stealth check.
It's a group stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Bear in mind.
Oh, tell me that was a 15. It was! Yes!
Mine's not bad, but it's not good.
Look at me, Kale.
Mine is bad.
I mean, yeah. Clonk,
Did you
clonk,
pass
clonk.
without a trace or no?
I would have if Mikhail would have warned me. I wouldn't know when to otherwise.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
unless Mikhail
So to
said
say, it only
so,
outlasts for like an hour, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
mean, I
the full
imagine that at
day-
least for a stretch of it, you've been like, okay, this is going to be the closest we are to them.
yeah.
So I will take into consideration. I would mark a slot off because I would take into consideration.
All right, I got it.
When it comes to their check. All right. I am going to. I need to see what their stats are. Hold on.
okay.
Do you want me to post in chat pass without a trace, or are you good?
No, I've got it. It gives you
Okay.
guys a +10.
Isha
It
+10.
can't be charged by
Yep.
magical.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Werewolves. Okay. Advantage. Oh, Goodberries. Why did you just show up on the
Hi,
screen?
good berries.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Good
I was just like,
berries.
what?
Where-
Oh yeah, was that something you did at breakfast? As per norm?
yeah.
Okay.
Let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Everyone's well fed.
Whoa.
Huzzah.
Do I still get my temp, Sophie?
Yes, I'll be giving you 10 and Zila 12 again.
Okay.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way kind of up around the little tip and only get to about here today due to having to be a little bit more cautious and slow as you get approached the main trail that the werewolves would go.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing immediately stands out as if you were detected.
Cool.
Good.
You do notice, just in general, as you're getting kind of closer up into the woods and closer to this area, you do notice more frequent howling, but it does not appear to be getting like it does not appear that it's near, but it is definitely there are howls in the general area. Some more guttural and than others. Whether that's whatever the case may be that's making it, you don't know. But some of them sound like regular howls, some of them definitely have a different tone to them. And with that, we transition back to the night.
Cool. Are you doing Hearth again?
But of course.
No reason not to.
No. At least for now. Yeah.
So,
There we are.
I draw my circle. I'm not going to take as much time as I did before. It's going to be a little bit cruder this time. Whoa, that jumped in a way that I wasn't anticipating. I'll fix that. Don't worry. Yeah.
Isn't there a
Maybe.
drawing? No. Isn't there a shape tool? Am I stupid?
Yeah, it's the pointers.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave a circle up.
Yeah, I thought there was a way. Yeah, whatever. Anyway.
There's a way to ping.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Very crudely.
All right. Are anything that you guys wish roleplay wise before the night continues?
I want to take a wide loop around the camp and make sure that there ain't no wolves.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception.
I'm
Kind of
sniffing.
put yourself where.
I'm like, fully out, like a loop in the trees, essentially, of the area. Just making sure I don't hear or
Gotcha.
smell or anything. No one's sneaking up on us.
Gotcha.
Big loop around.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Do. Wow.
Yeah.
I moved the whole map when I tried to do something.
Oh.
I was like, ah.
Ah,
Wow.
Wow.
Mikhail, as you are
Yes.
walking around up in the area,
Me.
as you get to right about there where you are, you hear something in the trees. And as you look, you see a werewolf crouched behind one of the trees, watching.
Do I recognize them?
No. This one you do
Okay.
not recognize.
Interesting. Hello.
It just continues to stare at you.
I transform.
Okay.
Hello.
Are you okay? So here's a question for you: are you trying to intimidate them, or are you trying to just get any type of reaction? Are you specifically trying to intimidate them by transforming, or just commonality?
I think more commonality. I think it's like I'm not.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Literally.
Fair.
Showing the cards.
When you transform, he just starts to growl. Like very fiercely, like baring his teeth, growling at you. Still not making any mechanic active threat or action against you. Just basically standing his ground.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm assuming. I don't know them. I think they're young. Okay. Damn, I wish I had proficiency in intimidation, but I don't. So. I think at this point, I'll get up in his face a little bit. And I will try to intimidate, like, run home.
Okay, give me a intimidation.
Right.
$13.
Mm.
Let's see. Yeah. He begins to slowly back up. Still watching you, but he begins to
Mhm.
slowly retreat deeper into the forest.
I don't follow, but I watch him. Watch him leave.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing while this is happening?
I mean, I would be writing in my journal.
Oh, I'm just asking. I didn't know if any of you were, going to be as a part of it
Nothing
getting
in
erased.
particular.
Be
Okay.
having a pleasant conversation with Irina.
Okay.
Everyone's chilling. We don't know.
I don't know shit.
As you are chilling, you begin to hear howling from the surrounding areas. And
That's not a good sound.
you begin to hear twigs snapping from underbrush in the trees.
I go ahead and make one of my projected weapons.
And coming out
yeah, we're
from the
getting ready.
trees, you begin to see a bunch
Yeah,
of wolves
I'm gonna make 2 short swords.
come
please,
creeping
sir.
their way out from the tree line. Zila and Harrigan only see an additional werewolf.
Is this
Behind them.
considering the +5 that everyone has in the bubble?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's like
Jeez.
it's like wolves have great stealth checks.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I was just making
Yeah,
sure.
no, it is. I had to do a lot of math to figure that one out. But they also rolled really high.
No, that's
So,
fair. That's fair.
Which one is the one that only we see?
This one down
Gotcha.
in the bottom.
Gotcha.
ping.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, I
How do
forgot
you
we can ping now.
again?
It's the target
it's the ping
thing
mode up
next
at the
to
top.
the token.
And at
Ping.
this point, I need initiative.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Shit.
Initiative.
Oh yes, ping.
Can you
Hey.
ping the spell here, the Hearth and Stone?
Oh, post. Yeah.
Yeah.
Un momento. I accidentally closed my sheet.
Okay. All right. All right.
Skills. Nope. Abilities.
Look at that. I go before Azila for a change.
And post.
I know, it's so strange.
It's so rare.
I just closed
It's
it
very
again.
rare. I rolled low on my d20. You go 1 initiative sooner than Zila.
Mm-hmm. It was very close.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to read this properly, right?
Mhm.
It doesn't allow light out, but it doesn't say that you can't see into it.
Yeah. It doesn't like turn you invisible.
If we were trying to be stealthy and quiet, we would have a +5 bonus to that. But we're not invisible in it. It's
Total
just our
cover.
presence is concealed.
Yeah.
What is total cover?
Total cover
read?
blocks the sphere.
Can't be
Um,
targeted directly by an attack or spell, although some spells can reach such as a target, like area of effect.
So total cover, they cannot see us then if we have total cover. unless they get into the sphere.
I'm just confused.
Total cover
The wording
blocks
"total
the
cover"
sphere.
blocks the sphere. To me, would mean like the tents that are, if they were technically there, would block the sphere because it can't go through the tent. It hits the sides of the
So
tent and stops.
if it's to be read as we have total cover, then they can't see us.
But I don't.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I'm gonna look this up because I'm very confused exactly how that's supposed to work. Like
Yeah.
I don't how it's just
I would imagine they have a sense of smell. They can smell that we're there. They just don't really
Yes.
see anything there.
According to a Reddit post, it's saying that the sphere is blocked by total cover, meaning it doesn't go through obstacles, not that it grants total cover. If that was the intention, they would likely say that the area inside the sphere is heavily obscured because the sphere is not a physical object. As it is, only open flames are made invisible by the feature.
Okay.
so basically it doesn't let the light of the campfire out, but you can still see into it.
I don't understand that because it's a totally invisible sphere.
The sphere
Because
is
magic.
Sphere
invisible.
is
Yes.
invisible.
The sphere is invisible, and any
So like
light
the magic
within.
blocking it is
Almost like a
invisible.
wall of
Okay.
force is invisible. You
All
don't
right.
know it's there,
How
but you can't.
How many of us are familiar with Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
In the 7th installation, book and movie, Hermione does these magic protection things, and there's multiple ones that she does. One of
Yeah.
them conceals them but doesn't make them invisible, and then she has to do another thing to make them invisible. Basically, this is the first part where it only conceals general stuff like the campfire and things like that. If we were doing a major image, if we were doing like, oh god, what is it, illusionary terrain or something,
Mm-hmm.
and we concealed ourselves that way with this, we would be completely invisible to them because they would see something else. But as it is, I don't think this makes us invisible.
Yeah, so from what I'm reading is that total cover, like the walls would hit the total cover and stop. It doesn't go through the total cover. But it doesn't block the total cover. It doesn't block or give any bonuses as in total cover does. It is just simply blocking the light from leaking out of it. At least that's from what I can read.
Ultimately, it is your ruling, though, Ghost.
Yeah, no, that's completely up to you, brother.
I would say it blocks the light, and it obviously it gives you those bonuses, but I think that it's still able to be seen through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're staring at a bunch of
Because otherwise,
wolves.
it's essentially giving you a wall of force in a dome. Essentially,
Well, I
like if
wouldn't
it's
say
total
wall of
cover, it essentially is a
force.
wall of force.
Yeah,
Wall of
there's
force doesn't. Well, yeah, but
Wall of
no.
force is total cover.
It's not total cover.
yeah.
Wall of force is total cover.
No,
Hold
I'm sorry.
on.
I mean this.
Oh,
It doesn't make sense.
This, yeah.
to
I was
total
like,
cover.
otherwise, you're basically just getting a dome of wall of force.
It's not-
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, barring it doesn't have the caveats of the things, but like, it would just give you like nothing would be ever able to hit you as long as you're inside of it.
Yeah. Anyways, we're staring at a bunch
So.
of wolves.
Yeah, you're staring at a bunch of wolves. So, Mikael.
Yep.
What you did not see,
Nope.
while up there, and that was next to was off to the side of the person you were talking to and intimidating was
Ah,
a
shit.
dire wolf
Oh no!
that rolled a 23 on its stealth.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, at least you transformed. At least you transformed.
I did.
Yeah.
I did
That's
turn.
true.
It's a good thing you
Yeah.
transformed. So we are going with it now. It does not technically have pet tactics because, as I said, this guy has snuck away a little bit. He's not up in your face anymore. He's technically farther than the 5 feet away. He is going to give me target. Come up behind where you didn't see. He's going to attempt to bite you.
Bastard.
Take a big old chunk out of you. And as he goes to do that, you whip around just in time to get out of the way of his bite. Surprisingly enough, only a singular attack. You all down here. Let's see. Oh, it can get to anybody.
Mhm.
This wolf is going to run forward. Let's see. Make it a odd or even.
Well, if it makes any difference, Zila is actively armed right now.
It doesn't make much difference to a
Okay.
wolf. It just sees
Alright,
things it can attack and eat.
I guess I take evens, you take odds. Chris?
I'll take odd, just like this odd battle music.
Yeah, this is
I'm gonna
very
switch
chill
to
music.
battle music.
Very chill battle music.
Oh, we're getting hit by wolves. Woo.
Mhm.
Let me get back my.
Hello.
Hi, Becky.
All right. So this wolf is going after Zila.
Cool.
Good.
It's gonna get right here.
Uh-huh.
It's not gonna put itself between the two of you because they're not entirely stupid.
Uh-huh. Hit me.
It's gonna critical.
Ouch. Yeah, that is gonna hit me.
Yeah.
Gonna do 9 damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
If this is for grappling, I have advantage.
Trip.
No, it is not for grappling.
Okay.
Mm.
That's a 4.
You are knocked prone as it grabs you
good.
and throws you to the ground.
Good. Okay.
It does not have to grapple to do that. It just gets to do prone.
Cool.
All right. Next wolf.
There went almost all of your barrier in one hit.
That's fine.
Is this one, and he's gonna come up to the person who's prone
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Something that I used to do.
and have advantage because pack tactics and prone.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's good. It's a good thing that, you know. Familiar.
It's gonna roll the 20
Mhm.
and do another 7 damage as it grabs and rips at you as you're on the ground. And now that's Wolf's turn. This
Mhm.
wolf.
Cool.
Let's see.
Which one? Oh, good. Oh, great.
And you're the
Beautiful.
closest.
Vasilka and Irina didn't roll their initiatives.
Oh, that's weird. They should have. Hold on. I will roll theirs to be fair.
Give inspiration, please.
Yeah. Inspiration. Go ahead. Have
Okay,
inspiration.
thank you. Oh my god, guys, I have inspiration.
I won't last long. Don't worry about it.
No.
Okay. They
Nothing
both got
changes?
10s.
Yeah, nothing changes.
Hey, whoever has the higher dex goes before the other.
Vasilka. Or Irina. Irina has the
Okay.
higher dex.
And the werewolf
Vasilka does not have a
also-
high dex.
And the werewolf has lower dex than Irina?
Let me double check that. They are tied.
Ah, okay. Well, cool.
Alas.
Anyways.
Or no, wait. Nope, technically it is higher. I'm going to give it an 11.
Okay.
I think it did automatically tie go to player, even though the dex is not a tie.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This wolf is going to attack the bunny.
Uh-huh.
Not at advantage. A 15.
Damn.
And 6 damage. And I need a strength save.
Oh, I'm so good at those. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And Harrigan, you are knocked prone.
A dirty one.
31. 31.
That is its turn.
I would like to
Mikael.
point out
All
real
right,
quick,
bitch.
DM, just so that you
Yes.
know what's going on. My rampage die is currently at a D8 because of tantrum. Continue.
Okay.
Hey, Mikael.
I'm going after that wolf. Bam.
Okay.
Real good.
All right. 8 damage. Not bad.
Attack 2.
Nice.
That hits.
Hit. Shit.
All right.
All right, bonus action attack because I'm transformed. Fuck.
And that is going to miss.
Hitting balls. Fucking ball.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And now, also coming out from the trees, is another werewolf.
Bastard.
Ah,
Oh, good,
good.
good.
Jesus.
Oh, no, I couldn't get there. Wow.
Wow.
Wah.
It is going to attack the Rosta. And let's see. All right. It gets. All right. So it is going to attempt to bite you. First, with an 18.
Jesus.
I can't do anything about
Um,
it. I haven't gone yet, so yeah, it's
All right. Only 4 damage. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
yes, you do.
All right. You succeed. And now it gets to make a second attack.
Hmm.
21. And deal 7 damage. And
Cool.
that's its turn. Harrigan.
Ah! I am
Bunny.
flat on my back.
Yes, you are.
I would like to look up just past Dorosta, point with my finger, and Misty Step.
Fair.
Okay.
Get me out of here.
All right. Nothing here to
Cool.
counter it, so you're good.
Yep. Half my movement, get on my feet. Don't want to
Okay.
be prone. Unless I don't suppose Misty Step would just let me be on my feet, would it? I didn't really think about that. Doesn't really say
I'm
anything
going to.
about that. I would assume not. It's only like
I think you can land on your feet.
I would think you can land on your feet. I don't
would-
see why you couldn't.
I would say
Oh.
yeah.
oh okay.
Yeah, I would say you could land on your feet.
All right, DM. How tall is this tree right in front of me?
It's a good probably 20 feet tall.
Cool. Assuming it's what's the word? Rough terrain. I could make it up 15 feet with the spider walk.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm 15 feet up the tree. I'm out of range of all of this bullshit.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And
You are
as
15 feet up on the tree.
my action. Let's see. What's the range on this? It's 150 feet. What do
You
you mean?
cannot use 2 spells leveled in a turn.
Oh, true. Son of a bitch. All right.
Man, hidden paths is starting to look really good.
Oh man.
I was waiting for that.
Yep. Yep. Oh,
You can do
well.
a cantrip.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
As long as it's a bonus action.
No, I've used my bonus action.
He has his
Oh, Misty
action.
Step
an
is the bonus
action.
action for you because it's your feet.
Well, no, it's just Misty Step
Yep.
is a
Misty
bonus
Step
action.
is
Oh,
a
Misty Step is a bonus
action.
action. I forget that. I
Mhm.
have that spell and I forget that it does that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why it's so
fine.
good.
Yep.
I have Misty Step on Nash too, in case I run out of all my other.
Yeah,
hidden
Ayaki has it.
paths.
I so rarely use it.
Anyways,
As my action, I druidcraft the smell of a skunk in this guy's face. Wait, that's not the right one. Yeah. This one. And that's my turn.
Okay. Sure.
God, it
I'll allow
smells
it.
awful over here.
You're welcome. I'm just trying to help you. Throw him off a bit.
Sophie.
Yeah,
I guess
sorry,
it's
just
Sophie's turn. Yeah.
taken a little bit off guard there. All right, I'm gonna move to there.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm going to make 2 telekinesis attacks. First against the werewolf up here. Is that a cool natural 1?
Nice. Good. Good.
What happens with that? So
Rosta, roll me a dex save.
Whoa, that went off the table. Apologies. That's better.
The
good.
Rosta sees it coming and just narrowly gets out of the way, so it does not hit
Cool. As I pick up like a log off the ground to bash against the side with my telekinesis,
Well, you
it
were not aiming that at
whiffs
me.
past your head. No, sorry. And then I'll take my second attack against this wolf. Okay,
Alright,
that
that
hit.
hits.
It will do, well,
Damage. Okay.
6 damage, and I need a strength save.
Okay.
Actually, here, can I? No, we didn't set that.
What does that happens on the strength save?
Grappled on a fail, DC 15.
It is so caught off guard that you have restrained it.
Ooh, that was a nat 1 on that.
You rolled a natural 1.
Love that. Okay.
It is not accustomed to being lifted in the air, and it can't grab footing or anything, and it is It's like when you lift the dog up and they just I don't know what to do. Yeah, that's basically what it's doing right now.
Cool.
What
Go
does
ahead
the
and
restraint condition do again?
advantage
It has
against
disadvantage on attacks.
and you have it, and
And
everything
advantage
has
against
advantage
hit.
against it, including ranged.
And it has disadvantage against anything because it is
Cool.
panicking because it doesn't know what is happening, why it's floating.
Yep. At the end of its next turn, it'll make another save.
Yep.
My turn. I gain back 2 of my barrier. Zila has lost all of her barrier in 1 turn. I am going
it ate
to.
that crit pretty nicely.
I'm going to bonus action. Shield transfer, and I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you 8.
That was really not necessary.
Yeah, I don't care. Anyways, I don't know why.
Alright.
There's a reason. There's a reason for that, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Guess what? It
Thank
hasn't
you.
been
I
demonstrated
appreciate
to me. So
Big preach. Big preach.
you get 8 temp.
All right. Zila,
I
you have 2 wolves
stand
staring
up.
you face to face.
I
All right.
stand up. I look at the one that is restrained right now.
So that is Wolf
Um,
3.
So, the question I have about all this shit that I can do. Can I do something from enhancing surge as well as like grow a weapon from projected weaponry? Or
As long as it is within your amount of side points you can use per turn, yes, I don't see why you couldn't.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to spend firstly 2 side points for Swift. So I'll link it so that you can see what this all is doing. Swift is basically I can cast this on myself and also take an attack or dash or disengage or hide or use an object, yada yada yada.
Yeah, it basically gives you a haste.
So that being said, I am going to grow both of the short swords that I'm currently holding.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for my main attack now on the restrained one, so I have advantage on this. What is my my weapon to hit is this, so advantage. Boop. Does a 13 hit? The restrained one?
I believe it. Let me double check. Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to go ahead, since short swords are d6s. I actually programmed one in today for a 2d6 because it's just an additional die on the grow. So this is the first attack.
Okay, as you do that, you cleave the thing in half.
Oh my god, it's dead.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's cool. And I look at the next one, and this one I don't have advantage on. And I'm just gonna boop. Does a 16
That'll hit.
sir?
Yep.
Okay. This one is also growed, so boop. Is it still up?
It is still up.
Okay, now
It
I add
looks
my
pretty wounded, but it is still
I
up.
add my rampage now. And it is D8 because Tantrum makes my rampage die automatically a D6, and if I take a damage when it's a D6 or lower, it automatically goes up to 1 more higher, so it's a D8. Ta-da! That's 1 point extra.
Okay.
And that's the
quick
2
question.
gross, so it was 4. That was 4 points used.
with your enhancing search and the grow, do they list that you do them as bonus action?
They just say they just is. I know that was great English for me. So the projected weaponry, please hold. You can apply the modifiers grow and sustain to projected weaponry. Grow adds 1d8 to the weapon's damage dice. I don't think it should be 1d8 to the weapon's damage dice. I think it should just be an increased on another additional on the weapon's damage dice. What do you think?
It should probably function as when you do like enlarge, which would be a d4, but we'll see. Because it's basically enlarging the weapon instead of you,
So, yeah.
which enlarge does a
But
d4.
the reason why it says it's a 1d8 to the weapon's damage dice is because the astral construct is a 1d8. That's why I'm thinking it should just double the weapon's damage dice. And since I specified short swords, it should be an additional d6. Does that make sense with my reasoning?
Yeah. Why is this taking so long to load?
What are you looking for?
I was just
It's
looking
not
to see if
it's not a bonus action to do this stuff. It just is.
okay.
Whenever you get a chance for that. No rush.
Oh, okay. Just keep that in mind and we'll fix it after.
Yep.
Okay. I have to look at that. Because that, I mean, not that I don't think it's a bad thing. I just feel like that's a lot you can do in a single turn. If you can do two different powers. But maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. Look at it. For now, we're going to keep going.
That's why I asked. So
No, I know. I get it. I get it. Well,
Anyways,
like I said, we can take a look at it
that's
later.
my
But for now,
turn.
we'll just keep going.
Yep,
Alright.
that's my turn.
All right. This werewolf, seeing the rest of them. Let's see. Are you going to? He
I just
is going
realized, like,
to
DM
continue watching the battle from afar.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes,
Before we continue, I just remembered something about enhancing search.
what?
Since I targeted on myself, I also get an additional 1d6 just because I targeted myself of damage. And I did not apply that to either of them. I guess it would have gone on the first one, so it doesn't matter because it's the next attack you do. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
so it would have
fine.
been on that first
Continue. We're good. We're good.
one. All right, that werewolf is still intimidated because he can't roll better. He's not running away. He's just there now.
Good.
But
Yeah.
if he hadn't rolled so crap, I'd have let him. I'd have let it go through. But all right. I'm apparently having an issue on my stream where they can't hear me on.
Oh.
I just checked it.
Nar!
Oh.
Can you hear? Well, can you check the kick side? Because I'm getting told that they can't hear me. So they're wondering if the chat is showing up, and I'm responding to them. But I don't know if they can't hear me or what the problem
It's
is.
probably a spam one again.
I don't know. It's possible, but oh, okay, they can hear me. All right.
Yeah.
Weird. All right. This one. Oh, lovely.
Yep.
And is going to come.
Yep.
Let's see. You know,
Pack tactics.
it will go
Ah, of
here
course.
because then it gets
Like-
advantage as well.
It doesn't have.
Yes,
pack
it puts
tactics?
itself in a bad. It does not.
Werewolves don't.
Huh.
Werewolf are
Interesting.
different.
Ah. All right. Yes. Fun fact: werewolves do not have pack tactics.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, no.
It'd be nice if they did.
Anyways.
Oh, hi.
Yay.
So it missed you. Wow. Impressive.
Good.
Good.
Oh, that should have an advantage. I did not do that advantage. So let me just roll again.
Well, it's not a nat 1 because it had advantage.
Nat
But,
one.
Correct. It does not have a nat 1 because it was advantage. It
Aw.
just
At
misses.
10.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Irina, come deal with this wolf.
Hopefully she can.
Well, she, although I forgot to build them in her sheet, has also 2 new things you can do with your superiority dice because
Ooh.
she leveled up like you guys did. So she can do more things. So I have to keep that open because I forgot to build them in there. All right. First of all, she's going to attempt to attack with. When did she get a hand axe?
I think that's part of like the kit that comes with the fighter.
Maybe
Yeah.
she's gonna hit.
Yay.
Wow.
Do that
Yeah.
damage.
Hand damage? Axe damage?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Medium damage, right in the middle.
Okay.
A 4 on a
Alright.
D8.
Okay.
She's doing stuff. Huzzah.
Yeah.
Let's see. This does something. Did I build that in here? I did not. So that actually does an additional 2 damage because she's not dual wielding weapons and she has the dueling fighting style.
Ah,
Ooh.
Um,
Look at her go.
so
she's doing
that werewolf
things.
actually needs to take 2 extra damage. And she gets a second attack. That's level 7.
Woo.
Crazy.
And she missed. Oh, she's so close. Wait.
Is she dual
Wait.
wielding?
No, she's not. She can't be dual wielding for her ability.
Is she sword and board?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you got the extra 2 damage if
The
she's not dual
dual,
wielding.
contrary to how it sounds, the
Duel.
dueling thing.
The dueling feat actually
Dueling.
has
Oh,
do not.
dueling.
Yeah.
Got-
Yes.
It's confusing because 2 weapon fighting does what you're thinking. Dueling
No,
means a single
I-
hand.
I misheard dueling.
Not
Oh,
dueling.
gotcha.
It's fine.
Yeah, dueling. So she is going to. Let's see. So she is going to, because she's so bad at this, she is going to have her. Oh, excuse me. She is going to have gained the precision attack, which means that she can add a superiority die to her attack.
Do it.
So
Do
I'll
it.
check off a superiority die,
Roll high.
and that is what she needs to hit his AC.
Hooray.
Yay.
Wolves don't have great AC, guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
crazy.
Imagine that.
Fair.
Crazy.
And even minimum damage
No.
would kill this thing. So
Hooray.
That wolf is dead. Let's see. You know what? She is going to now use more movement to get here. She is going to use her action surge.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna. I built her to be a fighter. I'm gonna make her do fighter things.
Fighter thing.
Epic music change.
I forgot to have her target, but I believe that hits the AC. Let me
That
double
blank's
check
on
that
my-
though.
Oh yeah, I forgot to target on my. Well, oh well.
It does. Wait, does it? Yes. Okay, so that hits them. She is going to attack. I do have to keep in mind. She's going to roll max damage.
Nice.
It is partially resisted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still.
So not all of her attack goes through. But she now gets a second attack. She's going to hit. Roll okay damage. And she is going to use another one of her superiority die. You can use up to 2, I believe. No, you can only use 1 per turn, right? Hold on. Fighters are weird.
I
I'm not
don't
used to
know,
them.
actually.
Hold please.
There is not a limit. It's not a reaction. It doesn't call it out. I think it's just essentially a free action for most of
You
them.
can only use 1 per attack. Technically, she could use
Hmm.
1 on each attack. She's not going to because that's a lot. Also, I need to check on her superiority die because I don't think her superiority die number is correct. But she is going to use her second ability that I gave her because she needs to do a little more for the party. How do they gain? Hold on, I need to see. Okay, she actually gets another superiority. She has 5 of them now. Okay.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Because she gets 5 per day with her. Now that she's a level 7. Okay. Cool. So she's going to use that to do her other one. She's going to have taken and swapped out. She's going to do let's see. Is it? No, that's not the one. She is going to use goading attack instead of distracting strike. So she got rid of distracting strike and is going to use goading attack.
They need a saving throw.
Yep, but she also needs to roll her superiority die to the damage. Sorry, I've never played a battle master, so I'm learning how they work as I go.
Fun.
I have learned them through Becky.
Okay, so that's that. Okay, it needs to make a wisdom save. It passes. Unfortunate.
Mm.
All right. That is her turn. Vasilka. She's pretty sure you have the other wolf. So she's going to attack the werewolf.
Okay.
Because she's pretty certain you've got that.
Sure.
She's going to miss, but she gets 2 attacks. She's
That's
going to
a
hit. She splatters the werewolf. No, she doesn't.
My.
Sorry, that's not. That's the
yeah.
werewolf, not a regular wolf. Sorry, that's a werewolf. She does not.
Okay.
I thought that was a regular wolf.
Dang.
My bad.
No.
Holy
She does
shit.
not splatter the
Damn.
That would
werewolf.
have been impressive for the werewolf.
Never
but
mind. I'm not worried anymore.
Yeah, really. I was gonna be like,
She does not
okay.
splatter the werewolf.
I know. Just-
I'm not
If she
worried.
had-
But that is her turn. She has 2 attacks, so that is her
I
turn.
get to
Drosta.
go? Wow. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna pull out the silvered short sword in my main hand and the +1 in my offhand, if that makes sense.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Yep.
Okay, and we're gonna do attacks.
Did you have Warcaster, correct?
I'm not gonna cast
Don't you?
spells at the moment, but no, I don't. So
Oh, okay. Just double checking.
yeah, I looked at the rules. I can't do it until I have a Warcaster for the somatic bonus spells.
Yep. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
But if you're not casting spells, you can hit with 2 hands. That doesn't
not
matter.
this round, so yeah, that's fine. That's it. There we go.
That hits. All right. That hits. All right.
And then does the +1 apply to the attack for the off? For the attack
Yes,
weapon?
because that's a magical enchantment on the weapon, but you
Yeah.
don't get the proficiency unless you have 2 weapon fighting.
Correct. Do I get the enchantment on the damage also, or no?
Yes, because the weapon inherently is better.
Let me modify that real quick then. I added a
Yes.
special attack to this. That's better. Okay.
All right.
And that's not resistant
Uh,
because it's +1.
Yeah. I'll have to
It's
figure out how.
classified as not magical in the description because I didn't do that yet. So yeah.
Ah, okay. I will
Yeah.
go ahead and add the damage though, because
I
that
have
should be
torture
magical.
bonus action as its own category, so that's why.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Is that all your turn?
Yep. That's it.
All right.
That's all I got.
This wolf. Wolf. Come, wolf. Come
Woof,
here.
woof, woof.
It is going to attack Irina. It has pack tactics. It's also got advantage, but it has pack tactics. All right, it's going to hit. And do minimum damage,
Nice.
but I need strength save. She succeeds. That's its turn. All right. And coming out of the trees
Oh my god.
is another dire
God
wolf.
Damn it.
Not the one I'm on.
No, out of the
Not
trees
yet.
over here. I've established that these tents don't exist.
I think that's fair.
That makes sense.
Because I don't
Yeah.
want to modify the map every time you guys set up tents different places. Also, you guys weren't asleep yet, so
Yeah,
We were not asleep yet.
we were
um,
just setting up, chilling.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're all around a campfire. It has back tactics,
Singing our
Singing
campfire
campfires.
song. Yeah, thank you.
CAMPFIRE SONG song.
and
Ooh,
it's
it
gonna
missed.
miss.
Hey,
So she kind of bats and keeps its mouth away with her shield because she does have a shield. And coming out from this tree line is another dire wolf.
Oh my.
Okay, look, all right, it's getting a little.
Really?
God,
Listen,
I'm so far away.
Yeah.
y'all do so
Just
much
had to
damage
go.
per turn. I
This
have
is
to have
incorrect
enemies.
information.
Oh.
End up with
Wounded.
Oh.
Oh,
It has back
actually...
tactics.
I'm surprised you're not more wounded, Zila.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All that time.
No, I shouldn't have said that. I'm
Thanks.
sorry. I'm
Thanks.
very sorry.
I did
Minimum
7,
damage.
6, and 6. That is not a lot of damage.
Keeping my mouth shut.
Because I have a short
thanks.
sword.
Oh.
All I have.
It tried to roll its own save. Can you roll your strength save, please?
But that's right, it hit. God,
Technically
Damn it.
speaking, yes.
there's a strength save, yeah.
Yes.
I just need to double check something. It's checks that I get that on. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a
Hey.
17.
Hey.
You're fine.
It just danced on the 17 around.
Let's be real. Pack tactics and you're pincered. It doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah, this fucking sucks.
Yeah. You're unfortunately so close to them.
Can you align the dire wolf on the grid, please?
It's
Both
really
of them. The one by Mikael
yeah.
is off.
Thank
right.
you.
That's much better.
Ew.
Alright, this one is gonna try and attack Irina with pack tactics. It's gonna hit. It's gonna do a little bit of damage to her. Need her strength save, which she fails and is now knocked prone. Way to go,
Wow.
Irina. Alright. Now,
Scary.
something that I don't think
is
anybody, including
scary.
myself, remembered. Y'all, except for Mikael, had a +5 to checks. Didn't you? No, stealth
Wisdom,
checks, correct?
Yeah,
Stealth
stealth.
and
checks,
perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I apologize.
stealth and perception.
That's it.
Stealth and perception. My brain saw dex and thought just dex. My bad.
Oh.
Anyways, we have not forgotten any.
Anyway. This one doesn't have pack tactics, so it's just normal. And it missed. That's all it can do.
Yay.
They only have one attack. They don't get to do a whole lot.
They don't need more than one
All
attack.
right.
That's funny.
Okay.
Uh,
I am prone. Wait, no, I'm not.
You're not.
I might
not.
be now, though.
And it
Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
that's all it can do. Mikael.
Cool.
Yay.
All right. All right, big boy. Let's go. Okay, Jesus. Okay. Oof.
They don't have great AC.
All
right.
Would just fucking die. Chip away with it.
Right.
Bonus action attack. Fuck yeah, there we go. There we go.
I was like, please don't leave it at 1.
Hey.
All right. So you just claw through this
Yep.
dire wolf
Okay.
and rip it to shreds.
I claw through the direwolf and then turn covered in blood to that one werewolf there. Say, I said go home, pup. And then I run in the other direction towards
Okay.
my friends.
Nice.
All right. Awesome. This one that's targeting Throsta. It is going to. It does not have advantage, so it's gonna miss, and it will hit with that one, and do 8 damage.
When their
It is
attack
not
so
the
high,
bite,
can't
so you
even
don't
do
need to
heal, it
save.
Won't even matter.
It was its claws, so you're good. You don't have to make the roll.
Yeah.
That is its turn. Erjin.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up,
Um.
Tree Bunny?
I am in a
What's
tree.
up, bunny man?
What the bunny man doing?
What the bunny
Fucking
man doing?
staying away from the wolves. That's what I'm doing.
That's fair.
I'm a cast a new spell.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. I cast Aura of Vitality.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's centered on you, sir.
Mm-hmm. I'm
30-foot
go
radius, though.
away.
That's nice.
Yes.
Decent.
So, do you
Hmm.
want me to set up a sphere around me?
Can you set an aura in in Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah,
I don't know. So for now, just try and remember it, and I will figure that out. There's got to be a
Okay.
way to do it. I just don't know how.
In the meantime, just dragging and saying, "Hey, within 30 feet." That's fine, right? Oh,
That's what it looks like to you
Oh.
right now.
that is fine too. All I really want to do right now is heal DeRosta.
Oh.
What? Why am I?
Okay.
What? I used you to target her. Oops.
I know, that's weird.
There we go. All right, heal. And oh wait, effect. Maybe this. A
Yeah,
Hey.
Nice.
it does
Nice.
create an aura.
Nice.
awesome. Now, since I
What?
healed. Oh wait, was that you? Hold on.
That was me.
Oh well, whatever. And with
Very well.
that, because I heal, I get to do a little bit of this. There you go.
Hell
That
yeah.
that was a bonus action to heal with the aura.
It's anytime I heal, they get the extra D4.
What? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sweet. I appreciate
Cool.
Sick.
And yeah, that's just about my turn.
it. Nice.
There we go. You guys got this. I believe in you. Come to me if you need heal.
Meanwhile,
Oh.
Zila's battling for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the next,
Maybe
for
come to
the,
us, buddy.
the next
I'm not moving.
time, I'll have an extension that gives auras.
Ooh,
Okay.
fancy.
I can download it from somebody has created one in the Forge, and so I can download it for free.
Cool.
Ooh.
Nice.
So next time I will have it. I'm not going to try and do it in the middle of a session because I don't know how it works and I don't want to break
That's
anything.
Fair.
Anyway,
Crazy.
it's Sophie's
Is
turn.
this
Oh, shit.
aura in like a 30-foot like up and down radius too? Or like I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
Ooh, that's
But he's
true.
15 up, so probably only goes 15 out from you.
so I don't know if you would have to scoot down or not.
Well,
Yeah, you probably would.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have my movement. I'll scoot down 10 feet. Well, no, I could scoot down the 10 feet and then scoot back up.
Okay,
That's true.
that's
You
fine.
could go down and then
That'll
climb
work.
back up.
Down,
Yep.
heal.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
Yep.
say, I don't think these wolves are gonna go after you.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right.
Sophie.
So is that your turn?
Yeah, and there's nothing I gained from being on the ground.
All right, Sophie.
I'm going to use the thing I never used before. So
Ooh.
you'll see Sophie kind of looks at the 3 near her and is going to start basically trying to like crush them against the ground and use her telekinetic grapple's alternate ability. One of my uses. By the way, Ghost, it's also doing that for those powers where it's one tick is ticking all three
we'll
of
have to fix
them.
that. Yep. We'll take a look at that.
Well, cast against those three. They all failed.
All
Hell yeah.
failed.
They all take
Hell yeah.
16 points of force damage and are all knocked
Ah.
prone.
Fuck yes.
Okay, so this wolf. Where's this wolf?
Full dead.
Wolf. That wolf is splattered against the ground.
Cool.
I've made myself a
This
target.
wolf is now knocked prone. And this werewolf is now also knocked prone.
Cool.
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 All right.
Shit.
Anything else?
Perfect. Let's see. I gain 2 back to my barrier. Zila, do you still have barrier, or did it all go away again?
I have 3 temp.
All right, you have temp. That is my turn because I don't want to get attacked walking away.
All right. Fair enough. Zila.
Okay. So I need to understand about something real quick, just to make sure that the action economy allows for it.
Haste.
Please hold. All right.
I'm holding.
So, I've only created 2 short swords, by the way, with my projected weapons. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to create a 3rd weapon using my bonus action.
Okay.
We're going to upgrade the damage. We're going to choose, let me take a look at my list here. We're going to try something new. And I'm going to create a war scythe. Fancy talk of me saying it's going to be a D10.
Mm-hmm.
I take that for my main weapon now. And now I target Direwolf 3. But before I attack, I'm going to cast haste on myself. And I believe, and 10 confirmed with me, I can cast haste on myself and do an attack as long as it's with a weapon.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you get a singular attack.
So first, let me clear targets. Hold on, where's clear targets? There it is. I need to target myself. And then I think the way haste works, now my AC should reflect it.
It will.
No, doesn't.
It won't in the sheet. It will when somebody targets you. It will say
Sweet.
defense effects +2.
All right, now I have advantage on this big boy. And I go to attack. Hiya. Are you fucking kidding me?
Incredible.
That was a
2
2
and a 4.
Wow.
Rip.
What
The
a
dice said
roll.
no.
Dice said no. I wanted to try something new. That's
said,
fine.
"Nice
I
try."
got haste.
But no.
I got haste.
That's true. You do
going.
have haste, so it is going to be harder to hit you.
Yeah.
Haste is great.
So
That's fine. I made myself a target with that last attack.
I want to read something about Rampage.
If you don't do damage, it goes down.
During your last turn, I becoming okay, so now I'm at a D4. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm not going to move because I'm still very scared of moving right now.
Fair.
That is
So
fair.
that's my turn.
All right, this werewolf. It's gonna run away.
Good.
As it should.
It
It's going to
realized
try
that that
to.
was
Oh,
not a fight worth fighting.
It's going to try to.
Yeah, at a rate of 80 feet around.
Yeah. So, werewolf
speedy.
1 is running away.
No,
No,
not
not
one.
Werewolf 1.
Three.
Werewolf
Three.
3,
One
the
that
one
I
that
scared
Mikhail
off.
was talking with in the
Oh,
woods.
Yeah.
gotcha.
The one nowhere near us.
One way out
Yeah.
there.
The one that watched Mikhail literally tear a dire wolf to shreds with.
Anyways, okay, cool.
Good.
Werewolf 1 is going to use half his movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be correct, Zophie, that you
Yeah.
made yourself a target.
Crazy.
Wild. Wild turn of events.
Amazing.
It is going to make a singular attack. I think it's going to miss you.
Hey.
And it
And
misses.
now it's going to make a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to miss again.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Wow, it rolled real low.
Yeah, I don't have the best AC.
Yeah, it rolled real bad.
Good.
Irina is going to stand up.
I'm gonna be so stressed out about the bite situation this whole.
Uh-huh.
So stressful.
Yeah.
So stressful.
What does a were slime look like?
I just feel sick every time it
All right,
comes up.
she's going to try and take out these littler wolves because she realizes that her weapon ain't effective against the werewolf.
There.
So she's going to attack with that. She cannot do anything there. She is going to try and hit the wolf, and there's not much she can do. So she's just gonna miss. There's nothing huge there. She rolled a 1. Now she'll roll again, and she'll crit the other way.
Yeah.
Hey. Balance in
All
all
right.
things.
Sorry.
Wow.
Did I post that? Yeah, I did. Oops. Don't worry, I was reading up in chat.
And she's going to just slash this wolf in half.
Yes.
Nice.
Killing it with her second attack. And that's her turn. Doesn't really have anything else she can do. She's not low enough to use the second wind yet, so. Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to attack this werewolf again. She's going to hit and do a
Nice.
chunk of damage. And she's still going to hit with a 4 on the die and do enough
Woo!
damage that she punches this thing, and once again, because she's not super keenly aware of how strong she is, she punches straight through him.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Nice.
And that werewolf lets out a howl as it dies.
Love that for us.
Much better.
Throsta.
I'm gonna hit it again.
All right. All right.
1,
Ooh, nice. Nice.
2. Off
All
it.
right.
Ooh, dropped in
Yep,
that one.
hits.
I'm like in disadvantage. Yep.
All right,
it's
I will give the. Yep, I'll give it. All right,
That is my turn.
this direwolf. Let's see. It is going to attack Irina. It's gonna crit.
Ooh.
Ah, that's a lot of dice.
Didn't do great.
Okay.
That's not
Didn't
too
do
bad,
great.
actually.
She killed her strength save, so she is good. That is its turn.
Mm-hmm.
This one. Are you still prone?
Yep.
Yeah, it's still prone. I'm not prone.
Yeah. It is going to stand up.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have pack tactics anymore because you killed its ally.
Huzzah!
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So it's just a
that's
single roll, and it's
Okay,
gonna
good.
miss.
Nice, cool. Good, 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 good.
This wolf.
Good, good.
It has pack tactics, so it's going to attack Irina. And it's gonna with a 23. And deal another 9 damage. I need her strength save. She succeeds.
All right.
Mikael, you're first in the turn now.
Hell yeah.
nice.
I run up.
Huzzah!
As I run up, bonus action, I light up my claws.
Okay.
Crimson, right? So that I can fucking hit this dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead and add your effect.
I think I did. Maybe?
I don't see it.
I clicked the button.
Oh, it added it down here, but it didn't add
Spawn.
the effect to you. You gotta
Oh.
add the effect to yourself.
Okay. Unhelpful. Okay, well,
There you go.
There it is.
thank you. Couldn't find
You
it.
gotta hit the little magnifying glass and then hit the effect.
Everything's different on my thing now. Extremely different. Okay, fine. Targeting.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
Ouch. Okay.
Namely, fuck you. Second attack.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the second one.
I need pack tactics, actually.
All in attack tactics.
Fair.
All right.
All right,
That is your. Oh, that's right, because you don't have bonus action now.
I used it, so.
Yep. This werewolf.
Hey, bro, what's up?
It is going
Oh.
to take the disengage action,
Mm.
Bastard.
and it is going to turn into a wolf and run.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't already
It is
a
technically right on the edge. It was in hybrid form. They
Hybrid.
actually morph into a wolf and
wolf?
run.
Cool.
They can go full wolf, which is unfair to me specifically.
It's not
Yes,
fair.
they can turn
I
completely
need to
into
do that
wolves.
too.
I want to do it too.
Yeah, so he transforms into a full wolf and runs. Seeing that this battle has taken a turn,
It
that it
has.
is not willing to continue. That is its turn, but it is technically still on the edge of the map if somebody were to try to go after it. It is technically still there. That's as far as it can go. Harrigan.
Oh, let's save that for a second. There we go. All right. Cool. Irina, don't look. She need help. Target
Yeah, she's not looking
you.
great.
Yeah. We're gonna use 3 bombs. 2, 3. She gets this and this.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's a good roll.
And yeah, it is. Damn. And I get that. There you go. Now you're not looking too bad.
Nice.
That is a
That was a
chunky
chunky
heal.
heal.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yup.
And she gets 3 temp. Dang.
Goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. All right, she went from half health to she's battered, but she's looking pretty good now.
Chief.
Bomb is an amazing heal.
It is a
Yeah.
great heal.
Yes,
Dang.
it is.
That is a chunky heal.
I also want to do. I need to clear you, and I'm gonna target. The. Oh, why is it freaking? Click me, target you, and as my action, I cast the Gale Bolt.
Nice.
All right.
Awesome. Damage.
Okay.
And I gotta check, is it takes 2 DH. If it is large or smaller, it's knocked 10 feet away from me.
Okay. CO2. So it is knocked, boom, 10 feet away.
There we go. And that is my turn.
All right. Zophie.
God, okay, so that thing's running away. 30 feet would be there. I can do it.
30 feet would also be there.
Yeah.
This is why I left him on the map, because I knew that there'd be people who could have abilities to go after him still.
This is
30
fine.
feet's
This
also
is fine.
there, but
This is
okay.
fine.
Cool.
This is fine.
I was
I-
offering you an option that didn't put
Yep.
you in danger.
I regain 2 to my barrier. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna use another use. He's within 30. That's within 30. Third target is this wolf here. The second out of 3 uses is getting done.
Is it a 30 foot? Dang.
It is within my telekinesis range, which is currently 30 feet.
Fair.
So,
That is powerful.
it is max 3 targets right now. It's a proficiency bonus. And also they can make the save. It's just last time they all failed. The wolf made it.
Yep, the wolf made it. The dire wolf did not.
That is 13 points halved for their... I guess it's no damage to... Is it? Hold on. Let me check the text. Should it be half damage? And a spur. It might be Saber Suck. Let's see. Half damage. It should be half damage for the wolf that saved.
Okay, I will make sure to correct this on, say, a half on success. There we go.
Yep. Only the 2 that failed are knocked prone.
Well, as you do that, the werewolf, now wolf, is splattered into the ground
Ah, good.
as you hit exactly his hit points.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you
Ooh.
got that one. Good job.
Yeah, this
And
is fine.
this one is knocked prone.
Nice.
This is really tiring.
All right.
Uh,
Anything else?
That is. Mikhail looks fine. Arena's fine. That's my turn.
All right. Zila.
Reading one more thing just to make sure I understand it.
Okay. No worries.
Okay. Yep. All right. I'm growing my weapon. All right. So first attack. And boop. Please tell me a 13 hits or 20.
Yes, the 20 hits.
Okay, cool. So since this is a D10, I'm gonna roll this one initially, and then I'm gonna throw another one of these down. So that's 7 damage. Okay, my second attack. Wait, I'm gonna go ahead and tag. Yeah, I'm gonna tag my rampage die on that as well.
Okay. All right.
Okay, second attack. Same. And because it stays this way until the end of my next turn, this damage die is still a shit ton. 14.
Okay.
That's my action. I'ma scoot that way.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's my turn. I did a chunk of damage.
Oh,
All right. Now we go to Irina. She is going to target this wolf. Doesn't have to use her second wind like she was going to this turn, so she can just go to town.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't have a
Second
bonus
wind
actions
sucks.
really. I mean, it's better
It's not
than
the
nothing.
best. It's something, yeah.
Not
When she was at
terrible.
less than half health, it was going to be better than nothing. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a lot of bonus action things, but it is what it is.
Actually, DM,
no,
can
you know
I
what she's going to do?
Can I retroactively just go ahead and go here?
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
She's going to go here so she can get advantage.
Nice.
She has movement. She gonna hit. And she is going to slash through that wolf.
Ayo.
Nice.
Let's see. So that was only 5. She can get over here to this dire wolf.
And it's prone. You got advantage.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if it should roll at advantage. It
That does
did.
that auto, right? Yeah.
A 20.
Hell
Ayo.
yeah.
She's gonna
Nice.
then use another one of her superiority
Hell yeah, of
to
course.
do the precision strike again, so she can add the damage. Right, that was what that one did. Making sure I get the right one. Since I forgot to build them in here, I need to make sure I'm doing the right one. Or no, that's not the right one. It is goading. Yeah, goading. She's gonna try to draw its attention. Yeah, because she doesn't have distracting anymore. So she's going to attack it. She's gonna do a chunk of damage. She's gonna technically it rolls 2d8 because that's how crits work.
Double those dice.
You roll double all dice damage. This is dice damage.
Yup.
That's another 14. That is
Nice.
okay. Just as a side note, this is hilarious. Both of the 2 dire wolves have the same injury count right now.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh.
And with that, she cleaves right through this direwolf.
Are you kidding me? This one in
Oh,
front of me?
yeah.
Not that one. And that is her turn.
Nice.
Cool.
Basilka,
Make whole.
is she
Ah,
going to come down here
Man.
and give
Make
herself
whole.
advantage?
punch.
Yep, she once again just she like uppercuts this thing and knocks its head clean off. For the record, she is
Nice.
now covered in blood. As she has punched through a creature and knocked one's head off. She is covered in blood.
Exciting.
Love that for her.
I'm just making it a point of note.
Mm-hmm.
Mikael
No,
and
good
her
for her.
go hang out covered in blood again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Zila will just
With
nod
that-
at Basilica.
Are there any more in the area? Did anyone see any wolves running away? Did anyone see any more in the bushes?
One got
If you
away.
want to, you can roll perception checks.
Also,
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
So I can roll a 2.
Ghost, does that sound good for what I sent you?
17.
It's just kind of a side note. It's supposed to be stronger, but it feels busted.
Everyone gets +5 as well.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw
Yeah.
my actual and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
No. Yeah. No. Definitely. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. 30 is enough.
Uh-huh.
You got that figured
Yeah.
out.
If we want to nerf that further and just have it go up by like 10 at those levels each time, I'm totally fine
Yeah,
with that.
Well,
or
we
even
might do that because
Yeah.
yikes.
It's once
It's
again, this class is busted and every level up is how do we nerf it, but keep it with the vibe.
Yep. Pretty much.
Damn.
Per raw, just for point of note, per raw at 17th level, his range is 200 feet.
Good lord.
Damn.
I could do that ability on a lot of
Yeah, he
things.
could do that.
Range is
That
yes.
AoE ability on anything in 200 feet.
Yes.
His
Currently,
range is yes.
it's supposed to be
Damn.
60, and I took the note to be like, I'm not doing that in this combat.
That's pretty
That's
wild.
dumb. I took it upon myself
Rarely are you
to
going
half
to-
it
Yeah.
before even
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
Because I was
Alright.
like, no. Perceptions, you said, right?
Yes.
We have
Yes.
a +5.
Yes, everyone's roll is +5.
Good, good, good. I'll add that +5 there and get this in. Everything.
All right. Yeah.
What's
so you and
your
Mikael,
Plasmoid
would have
eyes
the-
see.
Mm.
you guys do not see or hear or smell anything else in the area.
Awesome. I jumped down from the tree.
Okay. So, quick
Let me-
side note: how late are we wanting to go?
This is about my cutoff time.
Okay.
I mean, this is setting up to be.
Yeah,
as
this is a
as
good-
Like a
spot.
good.
Place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna. I wonder if I can do this. Let me see if this changes anything here. Okay. So, whoa! Where did my map go?
Nah.
Map.
No map.
Whoa, whoa, wee, whoa.
Okay. So, can I force this perspective? Is that a thing I can do? I don't think so. So here's a fun thing that you guys can do that we're gonna show before we call it. If you look on your toolbar at the top, do you see the one that looks like an old school video camera?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh,
Click
yeah.
that.
Oh, hey, look at
Oh.
that! I'm up in the air.
Uh-huh. You can
Funny.
see
Look
actual
at you.
tokens,
My God.
How do I
and
move?
like if I click on
Yeah.
so for Harrigan, so that you can see a more interesting thing. If you
Huh.
click the one next to it, that's the little person.
How do
You
Yeah.
see
you
your
rotate?
tokens view.
Oh my!
mouse
I love
button.
this.
How do you
First person
rotate?
D&D.
Middle
Middle
mouse.
mouse.
I'm holding middle mouse.
Middle mouse and then
Ah.
drag.
Yeah, click
Well,
middle
that's
mouse drag.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Huh.
And so for Harrigan's perspective, he actually sees the battlefield at the height that his token
Yeah,
would be if
that's
he chooses
funny.
token
That's
view.
cool.
That's fun.
But this allows you to see what people are in your line in your vision. So like if you have a straight
Cool.
thing or a cone, you could click token view and see, is there anybody that I don't want to hit in my view?
Wild shit.
That's
Huh.
fun.
And then you click that and it pops back out to the flat view.
Well, that's fun.
Huh.
Nice.
I'm gonna go right about here and just I
Yeah.
still have like 8 uses of this, so I'm just gonna top people off just a little boop.
Very quickly, DM. I
Yes.
try to turn back into a person like how I normally do. Does
I wouldn't
anything
mind one of
weird
those
happen?
boops if
No, you transform back to normal.
God, what the fuck did he do?
Did his form
Yay.
look any
Oh,
different than previously?
No.
Okay, I hate whatever
There we
it is going on.
I hate it. I don't know what.
I'm
I
not
don't even know to
wounded.
look for anything, but I hate it.
Zila's wounded.
Yep.
Now I'm not.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
Well, that was the last
Not
of my
wounded.
that was the last of my stuff anyway. Are we all healthy? Healthy,
Says not
healthy,
wounded.
Yeah, I did get
healthy.
touched.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
You got use of
Alright.
it after combat, topping everyone off.
Yeah, that's kind of why I picked it up, because I was like, it's basically like Balm of the Summer Court, but I get 10 uses of
Pretty
it.
handy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, if you can get it off and hold concentration, it's a good good thing to do with your bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Another reason why I got up into the tree, so I don't get hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, that was a good plan. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it worked.
Alrighty.
Alright.
With that, we will call it. After that, we'll start the next map or start the next session with the perceptions for taking your watch.
Yep.
And all of that. At next combat or at next session.
Cool. GG's, everybody.
Yeah.
GG!
Oh, shit.
I was slightly concerned there for a little bit when
I was concerned.
There was a lot
initially
of
with
things.
3
So
wolves
concerned.
around me.
because I
I'm
was
like,
like,
this is fine. I'm
But
not
see,
nervous.
realistically, the only person who took a ton of damage
Was I
because was Irina, because Zila had Temp that kept absorbing most of the damage that came to her.
Yep.
Drosta got hit, but not for a huge amount.
I mean,
Mikael
it was-
didn't even get
I
touched.
got
And
one
everything
extra
missed
to
me.
save.
Yeah,
I just
I couldn't hit
I still have
Sophie to
4
save my
I
life.
just my enhancing surge thing 10,
Mm-hmm.
it gives me temp. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
this is really not necessary. This is
Well,
really not necessary.
I
It
know,
technically gives
but-
more temp than your enhancing surge can do, though.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. If you decide to do more than 6, but
Yeah.
Yeah, anything higher than 6 is automatically a better.
Well, if I wanted to, I could have done a modifier that added an additional d6. So at most, I could put 12 on myself. As long as I kept
Yeah.
on spending a psi point. Let me look at here. It's fortifying, so it says 1
Yeah.
plus, so I can keep on tacking on extra and extra.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and raid out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna end my stream.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for coming by. Appreciate it as always. We're gonna go ahead and raid Lasgar Lockman, the orc blacksmith. Currently playing some Skyrim, so we're gonna go send everyone over there. You guys have a good night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.